So, as you all sort of take your seats around the two long sort of banquet tables, there are multiple jugs and bottles of wine. There's some water. There's actually sort of a cask of, you're not sure if it's ale or whiskey or something, hidden underneath the table, or just kind of saving space underneath the table, I suppose, hidden to your view as it pertains to the map. As you all enter and take your seats, Ashami uses some form of, prestidigitation or mage hand or something to close the door into the hall, as to give you some enclosure and some privacy. There are some people, it seems like scholars or acolytes to Carindal, it seems, because you saw some regalia of them. They're not tokenized on the map or anything, but they're walking around and sort of helping serve, some of the food and whatnot. And as you all arrive and take your seats, and Ashami closes the door, she will start with a brief speech after getting all of your attention and telling people to quiet down for a moment. And she stands and says, "Gathered friends, please do grant me a moment of your attention. I hope you are helping yourselves to any food and drink you so desire. A friend of mine, Sina Kolchatska, has provided a good number of bottles of the finest wine this side of the Summer Wine Valley. As you were informed upon your arrival, anything we discuss on these grounds will remain between those present here in this room now. We are brought here together to ensure the safety of the societies we take part in. Around the continent, we have identified 4 events that have occurred recently that are troubling in nature. All of these events have coincided with a recent spatial anomaly, including a comet that struck outside of the Moonwall Palisade in Knight's Reach nearly a month and a half ago now. These events included a royal armory at Sunderhall, having been breached this past weekend, multiple casualties, and even 1 death among the watchmen. The beings were said to be headed west towards Traverton, although the docks were burnt after the robbery, so pursuit was unfortunately off of the table. As some of you know, the Glade of the Guardians Druids is integral to the security of the material plane upon threats from the Fey Realm. It is unfortunate that the one of the Archdruids, Malar Zul, our Archdruid of Winter, has been sapping of his power as of late, and we know not why. Also, 8 vessels of varying size, including 1 galleon, bound for Malashar from Xavian's Glory, have gone missing. Each vessel last seen in or around the Fang of Ixis, where the famed Leviathan is said to be imprisoned. It is yet unknown whether those bonds were broken or some other force of nature was involved. Finally, one of the primary beacon towers at Lightwell collapsed. It is not often that the famed gnomish architecture such as that fails. The building, due to its nature, inherently stores a tranche of arcane energy that is being quarantined this time. Making sure the Lightwell is fully operational and understanding what happened to it as to prevent it again is integral to trade throughout the continent. The Pearl and Radiant Coast are also already suffering from losses of coin and goods, it seems. I will have you all know that the matter of the Archdruid will be handled by the House Zauburn and their assistants, including Kotha here. And she points to Irna, Kippis, the satyr woman that you don't know of, and then Kotha, obviously. The other 3 events will be decided amongst yourselves. You are free to converse amongst yourselves, find out each other's strengths and weaknesses, and if you have any questions, I will be up here at this table. Please do continue to enjoy your meal, and we have a few days to decide, as we'll have transportation to each of these locations provided by a third party. That will be discussed more as well. Thank you for your time.
Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
Is it safe to assume that they've been sort of given like the full story beforehand, like the collar battle, stuff like that?
You're not exactly sure.
Okay, very well. I'll keep my peace then.
Okay. Ashami sort of bows quite cordially and says, thank you for your time. Please return to your meal. We'll be here for a few days until the transportation arrives. And she sits, and you hear some of the conversation start back up.
I guess with you, I imagine we're just kind of relaxing for a moment.
It seems, yes.
I'll turn to the one of the two people I don't recognize and sort of extend my hand. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Riven.
Riven, you say? Good to meet you. My name is Isaac Carey.
Isa, pleasure.
I hail from his domain, pointing to Reinhold. Sent from Ravencall by the Baron.
Oh. I kind of like process that for a moment and just go, so, if I might ask, what position do you hold there?
None too high or low, I suppose. I don't get out as often as Reinhold here. However, seems I've been given a chance to stretch my legs, although I'm not exactly sure why, and I'm smart enough not to ask questions. I am being called to a duty, and I intend to provide the best I can.
I understand the reasoning. I suppose I support it. Well, then, I wish you the best of luck on your journey, whichever one it may be.
Of course. You as well, friend. Thank you for your introduction. And he raises his glass of wine. So, as far as the mechanics for taking any allies with you upon your journey, which I am happy to reveal, is investigation into what collapsed one of the towers at the Lightwell. As I thought I had this ready. Give me a second. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Ah, there it is. There it is. There it is. Is this it? Yeah. As 4 was the number I rolled on that D6. Oh, so long ago. As far as taking allies, I will tell you their level, class, race, maximum hit points, and you can take up to a combined level of 15 of allies.
Okay.
All right.
So I'll do this now.
Quick side question.
Yeah.
Am I familiar with, is it Isaac?
Isaac, yeah. It's like Isaac,
Isaac.
but like E. Yeah, Isaac.
Okay, Isaac. Am I familiar with Isaac?
You have heard of him. He seems to be not nearly as... I'll also tell any magic items they have on their person. He doesn't seem to be as, like, decked out as you are, but he holds the same values, it seems, that you've sort of know of. And I'll just get it out of the way. He is a paladin, same as you. 9th level.
Okay. So he's a big buy.
Yeah. And then he doesn't have any magic weapons, but because it's sort of unique, I'll say that he has the polearm master feat, and you've known that about him.
Okay. What level is Alston?
Alston. Let me double check here. Alston is a 10th level artificer.
Holy cow!
He literally is better than me.
And he is
by himself.
he is a gnome. And he's got quite a bit of magic items as
I can imagine.
Wealth. Because he is a 10th level, he can attune to 4 magic items, which
Sweet.
he is attuned to. 2 of them, I think, are just his infusions. He's got a Helm of Awareness, which effectively is like the alert thing.
Okay.
the alert feat. He's got a signet ring that is spell refueling, so it kind of works as like a pearl of power.
Okay.
You see a tattoo that is of... Oh god, I'm almost trying to imagine like sometimes the tribal tattoos where it's like a swirl, like multiple swirls of just like cylinders or like rope almost, it looks like. Yeah,
I think so.
Not necessarily concentric, almost like tentacles, I guess, is like the shape where it's like thick and then thin towards a point.
I'm thinking of like the Maori tattoos.
Kind of, yeah. I'm trying to, I don't know. Anyways, he's got one of those tattoos, which is a magic item. It is a coiling grasp tattoo, which effectively is a 15-foot radius, I think, of like you can attack as an action and then make have them make a save or else be grappled. So that's one of his things. His armor is effectively half plate that is just infused with kind of like a light enchantment, as you all know.
Yeah.
This man.
And this isn't necessarily a magic item, I don't think. But it is a sort of a long tube at his side that is kind of taller than him. That seems to be glowing with some sort of energy.
What's his maximum HP?
Maximum HP is 83.
Twinsies.
Oh yeah.
So, you had said beforehand that there were probably some people we couldn't take with our group. Are there any such restrictive people?
Yes. So obviously, I'll move who's restricted just sort of up here at the head table. Kotha and the other sort of Cairngall adjacent characters. I'll still be, by the way, happy to answer any questions about their beings, as that's kind of what this is for regardless. Let's see. You can't take any of the... Here, let me move these guys. The heads of the Eyes of Yildiz. You can take one of their underlings.
So Thrumel and Marias we can't take.
Yep, they're hands off.
Okay.
I think that's about it.
I imagine we probably can't separate the Hell Knights.
You could take Lady Dazrin, but you wouldn't be able to take Ozzy, because she would send Ozzy to assist the other Hell Knights.
Let's see. So Ozzy's more of a bound situation, not like a summoned situation?
Yeah, I mean, she effectively summons him from an item, but he's not a like a fine familiar or anything. He's an actual bone devil.
Gotcha, okay.
Can't take that.
What level is Valros?
Valros is 7th level. 7th level high elf. And his blade is, I think it's a blade of wounding, where it does more necrotic damage each time you wound it, or something like that.
Okay.
And that's
Class?
the blade you guys recovered. Wizard.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That threw me off.
Yeah, you knew
Imagine
this.
a few of these might throw us off, but yeah, I think I remember Val doing magic shit.
Oh yeah, he's done magic. I thought he was
Would
a...
it be helpful if, as you guys ask, I can put their like level next to their name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Actually, yeah, because you said combined 15 levels worth.
Yeah, that'd make it really easy to count it up. I'll be right back. Give me just a second.
But yeah, obviously we remember he used a sword and he cast haste, so that limited it pretty well. I think we called when we met him.
You know, I don't nothing.
What level is Phoenix?
Phoenix.
15.
No. He is a 6th level barbarian.
Oh.
He's got Ascending Stone to Embra, and he has a magic. He has a magic weapon, although I just haven't imported it yet. I'll tell Embra the subclass, I suppose, or rather, you guys should know it because he's kind of close one to her. It would be. Give me a second here. I think it's Berserker.
He's a berserker.
I think so. 1 second. Yeah, because that's what gives you like frenzy rage and mindless rage and all that shit. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
I will double check. Yeah,
Hey,
Path
Drew.
of the Berserker. Yes.
Didn't my other brothers not come to the thing?
He will actually, as sort of some of the conversation is going, and probably when you actually sat down originally, he'll give you a hug, and he says, Fume and Singe couldn't make it. They're handling family business in Brandywine. They send their love and goodwill, but they're going to be sitting this one out for now. I can keep in contact with them to see if that might change, but unfortunately they just couldn't make it here on such short notice. Although I'm sure they wouldn't mind being called on in the future. They say they miss you.
Fair enough. Miss them too.
What's his maximum hit points?
His max is also 83.
Ew.
This guy's mean.
And if you didn't know, he's a fire Ganassi, because
What?
What? Crazy.
This guy's Phoenix. Okay. I guess continuing. How about the Kathazaks, that sisters?
Yeah. Jeleneth is a 9th level rogue. She is actually, now that you have seen some resemblance and can look at others, she is a gloom elf. That is a Shatterkai.
Right.
That wears colored contacts to hide from her mostly black eyes. 9th level rogue, max HP is 66.
Sorry, I started killing Jedis.
Okay.
Because he said 66.
Jeleneth, yeah.
No,
So-
never mind.
The meat level rogue.
I got it, Zach.
It's all good, baby.
Star Wars is a thing.
And then, what about
And then-
Colette?
Colette. 1 second here. Colette is a 9th level cleric. She is effectively a reborn. Her max HP is 84, and the one magic item that she has is a blast scepter. Also, I think Jeleneth might have magic items. Oh yeah, she's got her vicious crossbow, her hand crossbow, and a +1 short sword.
What about Moritz?
Moritz is a 6th level total, half fighter, half wizard,
Sweet.
and no magic items, it seems.
Does he come with the toad?
He does not come with the toad.
It's not even worth it then.
I mean, you don't know his personal life, but
You're right, I don't.
you suspect he doesn't come with the toad.
What about Rashaz and is it Asus?
Optus.
Asus.
Rashaz, being dwarfed by his other half-brother Vizur, who has gone on many more adventures than him, is a 5th level rogue, 38 hit points, no magic items aside from... actually, I think he's got a dagger of venom. Yeah,
Okay.
poison. He's got a poisonous dagger. And I guess, to be fair, because Vizur has sort of grown up with these guys, I think he's just straight up thief. Yeah, he's a rogue thief. Max HP 38, lizard folk, of course. Ossis, same thing. Level 5. He is a barbarian with a max HP of 65. And he is Totem of the Bear, I believe.
We gotta take him.
No. Well, that's the easy mode.
That's what I'm saying.
No. We want the other groups to have. We want them to be top decking lethal because we will succeed. That's guaranteed.
No magic items for Ossis.
Okay.
As much as I hate it, what about Lady Dasman?
Lady Dasman. So she is the equivalent of a CR12.
Yep.
But not character level, just that's a CR. She's got a max hit point of 153. She is a humanoid. Let's see. Illrigger class, of course. And her, I guess the equivalent of her magic item is the Steel Deviled Rib Greatsword. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Yeah. Because I don't like evil people.
Because your characters don't know what an Illrigger is, she seems to be the equivalent of a paladin, I suppose, with some of her abilities.
Just more emphasis on like law and contracts.
And like evil and devils.
No.
Yeah, well, agree, disagree.
No, I won't. I'll disagree to
okay.
disagree.
So we have our level cap, and I think, well, okay, actually, there's the people at the top.
I was gonna say Brianna or Lilia, Volana, Captain Abigail.
Yeah, I think we should probably run through them just in case we get a secret banger. I know Lilia can probably hit pretty hard if she gives Valos a run for his money.
Here and there. Who would you like to know next?
How about Brianna?
Brianna. Okay. This is where you see some of the flaws in just inviting the people that you know. Brianna is the equivalent of a first level fighter.
Yeah.
She's effectively an unleveled civilian with some experience. So she technically does not have a level.
So she's a freebie, got it.
Kind of.
I mean, during our travels, we could try to actually get some training into her.
That's true.
I mean, she's the equivalent of a CR1, but I think that's just because she has, like, you know...
Health.
Yeah. Hit points, and then somewhat outfitted with studded leather, although she doesn't have, like, a dex bonus. I mean, I'll say this. Her biggest bonus is +1.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And obviously no magic items.
Brianna.
So yeah. Oh, that was Brianna. So.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lilia. My apologies. Mixed them up.
Let me hear about Brianna.
I'll put her as 1. Lilia is a 5th level fighter. Battle master. No magic items.
Okay. How about the cap?
Captain Audrey Gale. She is a 10th level, or I'm sorry, I fucked up. My fault. She is a 11th level fighter.
Oh my god.
Asimar.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Also, sorry, Lily and Brianna were both human.
Human.
My fault. Yeah. Captain Audrey Gale is a protector Asimar. And she has champion as her subclass, and I'll say that just because she doesn't have magic items, but I'm feeling... Oh, I'm sorry, she does have Elven Chain.
Pretty high.
And rounding off the top there, Volana.
Yeah, I'll say because you saw the captain and Volana in battle, I'll give these subclasses for those. I mean, some of the others you have also seen, but the ship fight was pretty intimate. Valana is a 10th level ranger. She is a half-elf of the woodland variety. And she is a monster slayer as her subclass.
Oh,
This is. Oh, Jesus. How many random people have we met on our journey who are just better than us?
Yeah, like how many times did we just got clapped just walking down the street?
Are there any
Hey,
level 10 monks here I should know about?
well, what was that?
Are there any level 10 monks here that I should know about?
Not to my knowledge. No, you didn't invite Lumina.
Hold on.
No, she wasn't level 10. That's
I was
just
about to say,
one of the monks you saw fight on the ship.
Lumina was a monk?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't recall. Either way. But okay, so with that, we have our level cap of 15.
Yep.
Are there any strong pulls from anybody here? I meant to the other players. Like, is there anyone that any one of us are particularly looking at?
Oh, also, you can't take the leader of the Thrumal or Marias. You can take
Yeah.
their underlings if you want.
well, I was gonna have us. I was gonna have you run through Ruloth, Gale, and
Same with Crust and
Ava.
Lobo.
I was gonna have
you
you
still
run through
have
the rest of them.
Blue Mouse.
I wanted a fully detailed report on everybody.
Oh, sorry. I figured. Sorry, it was just me. That was like me not wanting to break up like the group people. You know.
No, I'd like to see as
Oh,
at the very least level in class. Those are my two
yeah, cool.
big things.
Oh, yeah.
I know
Also,
Krane
sorry.
Like level 12 or something.
Just to say again, because I forgot actually. Captain Audrey Gale, I think her max HP is 136.
Oh my god.
Valana's is
Jesus.
84. Sorry.
Jesus.
We're kind of bad. Jesus. We kind of suck. We're like the B team.
No.
Yeah.
I will say for all these people, I did the same rolling method as you guys did for character creation. So.
Oh, okay.
Ruloth.
Yep.
5th level. In fact, all the underlings, I'll say, Ava, Gale, and Ruloth, I think are 5th
Okay.
level.
So we could take 5 or 3 5th levels
Yeah.
out of that.
Yeah, we could take the freaking rest of the Eyes of Ildu's.
Ruloth is a 5th level rogue, inquisitive rogue, dragonborn, ancestry of a black dragon, if that helps. And I guess the closest thing to a magic weapon is a breath weapon. 38 hit points on that rogue. Gale is a 5th level warlock. He's got, let's see here. I forgot he also has Polar Master. 33 hit points. Human. I think custom lineage human, I want to say. Ava Rowan is a 5th level barbarian. What fucking path, though, is what I want to see.
If it ain't of the bear, I ain't want it.
Yeah. Juggernaut. That's
Oh.
the Juggernaut.
Disregard.
60 hit points. She's got a big maul and also a double-bladed scimitar. Does not appear to be magical.
And then Lobo and Crust.
Which one you want first?
Let's do Lobo.
Lobo? Okay. Lobo is a 7th level Illrigger. Closest thing to her that you guys would assume would be kind of like a rogue that has some spell casting. Tiefling. Her horns are much more subtle, hidden behind her long black hair. And it seems that the equivalent for her magic items are effectively her Illrigger abilities. She's got some kind of roguish elements sprinkled in there. Max HP of 48. Crust has a decent con, so her max HP is 46. 5th level Illrigger. close to. This is essentially a spell casting ill rigor.
Okay. And then, oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, you're good.
I was gonna say, Gloom Elves right to left.
Right to left, starting with Krane. Krane is a 11th level warlock.
God damn.
Yeah.
Shatterkai. Oh, I don't know why she's missing a hit point. She has 102 max hit points. What else?
Damn, girl, you meaty.
She's got illusionist's bracers, which allows you to cast a cantrip as a bonus action if you cast a cantrip as an action on the same turn. That is
Which,
her magic item.
I'll remind everybody, her Eldritch Blasts when we were with her piece people up. Because she could cast like 6 of those bad boys.
Maybe not 6, but it was a bit.
Well, I'm saying if she did the 2 casts, I believe she got 6 total shots out of it.
Yeah. I believe so, yeah. Nentevi is a 6th level rogue, phantom rogue, and I don't know why I'm breaking the rules now, but fuck it. 51 hit points. Let's see, longbow of warning, and I think that's it for her magic items. Lasholsk is a 5th level cleric, also a gloom elf, big whoop. Does not have any magic items, but he is forge domain. And I think that's everybody that you can take.
Okay, so just doing the math here, I don't think we can take anybody else if we take an 11th level except for Lilia or Brianna.
That's you've got it.
Okay, so if we take any of the 11th levels, that's pretty much
Who we're taking.
yeah.
I'm a fan of taking 2.
Yeah, I mean numbers aren't bad, but I mean if we do something like an 11th level and a 5th level, that 5th level is gonna probably have a tougher time doing stuff. Maybe not, but
We can only have 15.
yeah, we could split it up a little bit, like a 7 and an 8. Is there an 8 anywhere?
I don't think there's an 8.
There's not an 8.
Thinking,
Okay.
like a possible combination of like Colette and Phoenix.
That's not a bad combo there.
Because a 6 and a 9 would probably be our best way to split it.
Yeah, and Colette is clerics, and we know she can revivify. And I missed Phoenix. What was he?
He's a 6th
berserker,
level
right?
berserker, yeah.
Berserker. Okay.
I mean, look at that man.
No.
Yeah, he's a beast of a man.
I'm a higher level.
Could kick his ass.
He's Ezek, right? Ezek.
Yep, he's up.
Mr. Carey. Did we say he was Paladin?
Yeah.
Does he have a subclass?
Yeah, you would know. Oath of Conquest.
Oath of Conquest.
Yep. I'll tell you feats he's got as well. I guess his fighting style. Interception he's got as a fighting style. So if you get hit within 5 range of him, he can reduce the damage using his reaction, as long as he's using a shield, simple martial weapon. Obviously, Polearm Master, you get like opportunity attack is cool, and also a bonus action attack and some other shit. Oh, he's got Tough as a feat, which is why he's got 94 hit points.
Yep.
And what else? I think that's it. His oath spells that you would know from your time with him would be Armor of Agathis, Command, Hold Person, Spiritual Weapon, and because he's 9th level, he's got 2 that you just don't know because you've been away from him for a while.
I think Colette's probably a good move, just because of the Revivify. But I feel like if we bring Colette just for that, then we basically eat up 9 levels.
You don't know if she has any diamonds with her.
Well, I mean, we can pool together some money for some diamonds, Drew.
Sure, just be wary. Diamonds are a hard thing to come by.
True. But okay, but
access to the Revivify spell?
Vizur has it on his spell list, yes. I think he might have had a,
I thought he
what-
gave Colette the diamond that he had.
I think
He
so.
did.
yeah.
Also, question: if it was a while after I died that I got resuscitated, was that due to a Revivify spell or something else?
No, I think you guys cast some form of like. What's
Oh
Raise
yeah,
dead.
I know. I did the whatchamacallit, didn't
Gentle
I?
repose or some shit?
Yeah, gentle repose to preserve you. I don't know mechanically if that like allows you to use revivify.
It does if it's cast within the minute. I just don't remember that being what happening. I thought it was some form of like raise dead. Because I had asked if I had gotten like the -4 or whatever, and you said it was like a special circumstance.
I don't recall, which sucks because it's on the video archives.
Yeah. I
Either way.
think. Go ahead.
I mean, also, this is role-playing wise. Did we want to split up the sisters right after they met each other again?
That was also my next thought. Was if we bring Colette, then we're splitting up the sisters.
I'll just reiterate, you guys do have a couple days here, so you can discuss at length. That's no problem.
I mean, we could do like Valros and Phoenix and Brianna, or a different 7th level and a different 6th level.
Yeah, I could. One of us could offer to actually maybe try to get her some levels.
I'd be more than willing to train.
Or we could just arm scales.
We could arm scales. That's true.
Hmm.
Give him a gun.
Oh, just like a little knife in his mouth, and he goes, and then he
Would that be
stabs people.
What would be cooler, that or a little cannon that comes out of the side of him that shoots people?
Definitely that. Definitely the
Yeah,
cannon.
right.
Well, we got a couple days. I'm sure Zor can work something out.
We got some time.
What level is the Bone Devil?
Oh god, I think it's a CR9 or something.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, 142 hit points.
We can't take the.
I want the Bone Devil.
We cannot take Ozzy. He can't help in anything but fighting.
Yes.
Whereas other people might be able to help investigate or talk to people
Well, what are we doing?
or intimidate people, like Phoenix could.
Yes, we're already taking Venus. Let's also take the Bone Devil. You think that's not intimidating? He just rolls up out of the shadows. Just tell me your information.
No, hold on, Ozzy. I don't know if Ozzy can talk regularly.
Well,
He can
and I mean, let's be realistic here. If we go somewhere civilized, I don't think they're going to be like, "Oh, cool, you got a Bone Devil. Let's just let you inside the house or let you inside the fucking city hall."
Scope the outside.
That's what I said about the Hell Knights, first of all. But second of all,
I feel like Hell Knights are kind of seen as like enforcers, so like you kind of have to let them in.
cope.
Sure, if you want to go that route, but anyway, I don't think bringing Ozzy is a stellar idea.
Ozzy probably isn't the choice.
You guys are just haters.
We're most likely bringing your brother. You can relax.
I also want the Bone Devil.
You can't have both picks. You can't pick. You don't have 2 draft picks here.
You guys picked everybody else.
No, we didn't. We just got information everyone else.
Could do
What?
Isaac and Phoenix. It could do
Valros and Phoenix.
Valros, Phoenix, Brianna. Valros, Lilia. No, wait. That'd be 12. Disregard.
I mean, we could do that.
Yeah, but then we would have 2 level. I mean, I guess we don't have to optimize. Like, we're not trying to optimize here. Like,
Right, we
meta
don't
the
have
shit
to.
out of this.
I think we should focus on trying to cover our like areas that we don't have expertise in.
Okay, well, we don't have a proper dedicated healer.
True.
Somebody needs to be able to patch up wounds. I can do quite a bit, and you can do quite a bit, and Vizur can do a bit.
I mean, I will say you have 4 people that can heal, though.
That's true. I mean,
the
I guess
action economy that is pretty big.
Yeah,
Plus,
okay,
like,
so maybe
that's not even counting, healing potions and all that.
Okay, so if we
Yeah.
are trying to round ourselves out, I think maybe we do have healing covered then.
Right.
Okay.
So we have okay. So in classic archetype type kind of stuff, we have 2 ranged fighters, which are 1 magic and 1 non, which is Embra and Krane.
Yep.
We have Vizor, who frankly is kind of versatile. Like Vizor can kind of do whatever he wants
Yeah.
because he's both and can melee. I'm a skirmisher, and you're a straight up frontliner.
Yep.
So that's actually pretty balanced, funny enough.
Yeah.
We need a meat shield. The level 1 girl.
Yeah, so that Reinhold doesn't just get, like, ganged up on. We could do with another frontliner.
Yeah, 2 frontliners wouldn't be bad, having 2 people to soak up instead of just me. I wouldn't mind that.
So you and Brianna at the front?
Could do me and Brianna at the front.
We could...
That would probably go over really well for me. Not so much for Brianna.
Probably.
I mean, hey, we could sell her for diamonds.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, hold on. Let's not do that.
Well,
What's your alignment, Embra?
Chaotic evil.
I think I just click down a notch, yeah.
it hasn't been established yet.
You haven't had a choice that required you to pick.
Yeah.
Your
What
first
was
pick was telling another person.
what was Ezek's HP, max HP?
94.
Okay, so he could be a pretty decent frontliner, especially with the pole arm.
Right.
And you get to talk to your buddy you haven't seen in a while. Make
Yeah.
game.
Make
He's
my-
also,
He might not be a buddy. He's probably just like an equal or like
More like a coworker.
yeah, adjacent.
can't believe Reinhold didn't make friends in night school.
Okay, it's one guy.
Can't believe Reinhold didn't make one guy as a friend in night school.
Oh god.
Okay, now let's also think about the mission. We're investigating the lighthouse. Who's going to be good for that?
We probably want someone to be knowledgeable about magic, right? Or like construction.
Okay, right, but we also might need somebody who's able to investigate, which, I mean, high wisdom cleric.
Well, investigation.
I'm sorry, int, wizard. Sorry.
But
My apologies, I mixed them up.
I'm
No,
a
you're-
smart boy.
You are smart boy, so you'd be good for the investigation, so then we need... And he's good with magic.
Not the
Yeah, you-
best with magic.
Okay,
Yeah.
just don't bring anybody, we're good. Just send him away. We got it covered, guys.
Thank you. That's all.
I know she has that at least, and I think she has that headband, so her intelligence is 19.
Okay, so... Wait, who does?
Embra.
Oh, okay, sorry. Hello.
Has arrived.
Hey, all right.
Oh, so since Abigail's here, we can just pick Valana and no one else.
Perfect.
Yes. Valana
Yeah.
and then 1 5th level.
Valana and...
Crust.
I was kidding mostly.
Is Krane all ready to be updated and imported?
No.
Okay, just the spell though, right? That's all. Where we
Yes.
Okay. So I can.
Also,
Yeah.
Also me, because my hardware acceleration is turned off because I'm a
Hey.
goofball.
That happens. Well, I'll import Krane right now, and then we can manually add the spell later.
Okay.
So, we are currently deciding, with a level cap of 15, who we will bring as our allies, or ally.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody that we can potentially bring with us has their level cap, or their level next
their
to them.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can bring a total of 15 character levels with you guys as allies.
And the roll ended up being 4, so it looks like we're going with Lighthouse. And the High Zalburn and his merry band of wizards and a druid are 2 druids maybe. Are heading to the archdruid to investigate that. And then I'm guessing that leaves the remainder to investigate the other 2 things.
Effectively, yeah.
Okay.
I will say the Archdruid group, because of their nature and high standing at the Arcane Academy. Ashami is not going. She is far too important, unfortunately, to go. But the combined level for the 5, wizard adjacent beings is like, God, it's like 62. So they average like 12th level.
Jeez.
They blow
like,
they blow
these
our
5.
shit out.
Yeah.
So you're pretty sure the Archdruid is in good hands. And also it's just sort of that just aligns with them so well.
Oh, hold on. What if the only way to save the Archdruid is to not be a nerd? They're all fucked.
Well, that just discounts everybody except for me, doesn't it?
And me. I'm not a nerd.
Scales, maybe?
What your
I don't know, man. You did a lot of reading in the archives.
Look, I tried to, but I couldn't. I was looking for one thing and I couldn't find it.
The book with pictures in it.
Yes.
Okay, but yeah, so we've got a total of 15 combined levels to add to our roster here, and we've been debating on if we want to do like a 9 and a 6 or like a 9 and a 5, and the only person that's level 1 technically is Brianna, but that's because she's basically just like a human civilian.
That we
That sounds like a bad idea. I don't think we should do that.
Well, we were
could
tossing
take-
around the idea of like training
take
her
3
on road.
fives.
We could take 3 5s, but I feel like
Would it help, by the way? Do you want me to stack them by level so you're not constantly going around?
please,
Okay.
please, if that's feasible,
Well, let's
that'd be
get,
lovely.
let's get high levels over here for now.
Line them up. Let's see what you're worth.
All right, 5, 5, 5. Brianna's like off the map, 0.
Jesus.
Get
I
out.
can't take her now just to make sure she doesn't die on one of the other trips.
Oh, it's okay. Just die.
Okay, so top level will be 5s. Also, sorry you can't take through Mortimer because they're head honchos. We don't have any level 8s, I don't think.
Throw in a
7,
level 8 real quick.
5. Hold on. And sorry, Ozzy, you're just standing next to Mom. You don't count. And there we go. Okay, so 5s, 6, 7, 9, no 8. In fact, because I'm just gonna annoy me.
There you
7,
go. Yep.
no 8s, 9s, 10s, 11, 12.
Oh, and just for
Yeah,
context
if you
sake,
take Lady Dazrin, you cannot take Ozzy, as she will be designated
Yes.
to the other Ilriggers.
also, Isak is he's I guess technically a coworker of mine, so he
Yeah.
is a knight from Ravencall. Sorry,
Yeah, Izak is who the Baron of Ravencall sent to assist.
he is a
Upon Reinhold's call.
yes. He is a paladin with a polearm. I think is what it was. Polearm mastery. That's what it was.
Yeah, he's got, I think, a pike is what he uses.
So that just throwing that out there so you know what he is, so you're not like, who the hell is this guy? Ava was a barbarian. Gale was a warlock.
Yep.
Ruloth was a rogue.
Rogue.
Ilea was a fighter. Right? Rashaz was a rogue. Asas was a barbarian. I totally forgot what Lashulsk was.
Cleric.
Cleric. Crust was
She's the equivalent of some form of
wizard.
Yeah, hellish
A-
spellcaster.
Yeah, like evil wizard kind of. Phoenix was. I'm sorry. Phoenix was barbarian.
Phoenix is a barbarian. Yes.
Okay. Moritz is half fighter, half wizard.
Yep.
Nintevi was
She was rogue.
rogue. Valros is full on wizard. Lobo was the equivalent of a rogue,
Yep.
but evil.
No.
Jelenith was a rogue.
Yep.
Colette is a cleric. Isak is a paladin. Alston is a artificer. Valana is a ranger. Krane was a warlock. Is a warlock. Captain Gale was a fighter, and then Lady Dazrin was, oh gosh, the equivalent of a paladin,
Yeah,
but evil.
equivalent of a paladin. Yep.
And that's everybody
That
we
you're
got
allowed to
available.
take, yeah.
Oh,
So
and
what
Lilia, or Brianna.
Okay, we can have her sit this one out. So what did y'all say before I got here? Because I feel like there may be some consensus brewing, and I don't want to trample all over that.
No. We really haven't. I mean, we
just
basically
got through like determining who everybody was.
yeah. I think we had kind of leaned into like a level 9 and a level 6, but we hadn't really sussed out which ones yet.
Yeah, basically you're taking
and a 6.
you're either taking an 11th level or a 12th level and nobody else aside from maybe Brianna, or you're taking some mixture of here down.
I believe the only strong particular draw from any of us was that Ember wanted to bring Phoenix.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I will say also, think of party composition not for yourselves, but also for the last two objectives.
The remainders.
Yeah, which will be the Royal Armory heist, and the Leviathan sort of mystery.
Okay, I gotta say this now. High int, that's wizard or artificer.
Yeah.
I think Alston's probably got to go to the armory because he'd be able to do his investigating, and then I think a rogue would be, or a cleric would be a good idea to go there as well for the perception. So Alston and one rogue would be. I think we got to take them out of our roster. At least Alston.
The one thing I would like to suggest for who we bring with us is something that we don't already have.
Well,
I don't want to just stack, skills on skills on skills.
And just to reiterate, because it hasn't been mentioned since Abigail joined, you guys have like a couple days here as transportation is being provided by like a third party to get to all of these places. So a decision does not have to be made like now. You guys have like days to decide, like probably 2 days, 2 full days.
Well, so that's the other thing, Abigail. We were discussing what we already have covered. So in terms of healing, barring like health potions and everything like that, 4 of us can do, I would say, like at least a moderate amount of healing to ourselves or to each other.
Yeah, Krane has healing spirit. Riven has his hand of, healing or whatever it is.
I have lay on hands.
Spells, you have lay on hands. I think Embra has potions on her, but I don't think you have any other means of healing, if I recall.
I also can just use outside of combat. I can do prayer of healing, which isn't crazy amount, but it's there. Yep. And then I believe I have. I do also have cure wounds as a spell. So.
Couldn't be.
So we do have. I'd say if we all equaled a quarter of a cleric, we'd probably add up to 1 full cleric.
We add up to 1 full.
One full, like, I don't know, 8th level cleric or something.
In terms of like balancing the party, I make a pretty solid frontliner, so I can take the hits, deal out some damage. Vazur and Embra, honestly, and you, Krane, because you can whip out some serious damage with that bow. Because you guys can deal some pretty heavy amounts of damage if it comes up to it. And Riven. Riven can kind of skirmish, so he can go in and out, fight things, run away, go to other things, fight them.
I think my mobility.
And then skill-wise, I mean, we've got a lot covered. I mean, I've got the persuasion and a decent intimidation. And decent perception. Vazur and Embra have a lot of magic stuff covered. Riven, I honestly don't even know what your skills are.
Wow. Well, fair enough.
But I assume
this
you
is
and
a chance
between
to ask questions about each other too,
Yeah.
if you're curious about anything.
Crane's got survival down pat. I know that. Let's see. And probably animal handling. Crane's probably got animal handling. And nature. He's probably got nature.
Actually, no, that's intelligence based.
Oh,
but
okay.
because of your subclass, I think you technically have expertise in it, which makes it like yeah, I think that was within the last level up. So your nature is actually like equal to your survival now.
Oh, that's weird.
It's either that or a magic item, something like that.
I'd say honestly, the only thing we're really heavily lacking in is like a full-on rogue of some kind.
Yeah.
Like no stealth. I mean, we've got stealth. We can do it. I can't to save my life, but it's possible. But I feel like we could probably get somebody who does it better. What's up, E?
I said, would you like to know my skills?
Oh yeah. I'm sure you've got a high stealth. Then you're just gonna prove me wrong right now. Let's go. On stream,
No,
caught in 4K.
I was just letting you know because
I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
My like skills that I actually have like proficiency in,
Yes.
acrobatic. So I've added a +9. Insight, I have a +7. I have medicine at +7.
Okay, that's a good one.
I have religion at +4.
Okay.
I have then my last two are stealth and survival.
And
so
those are at what?
9 for stealth and 7 for survival.
Okay, so we've got somebody who can do stuff. So I'd say overall we're well-rounded for what we usually do.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Do we think dedicated frontliner is one pick?
I think that should be one pick, yeah.
Okay, and then what should our second pick? I think we should have at least 2 other people. We should split it up. We shouldn't take a high level, like a 12 or 11. I think we should take the 11s and 12s out.
Yeah, I think that.
2 other people, so that means 3. So you want to do all 5s?
Well, we could do all 5s, because Ossus, I think as a 5th level barbarian, they get the or maybe he doesn't, though. I don't remember. With the thing that you like go down but you come back up, maybe that's 6th level.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I don't think that's a level barbarian.
Half-orcs get that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Think Felzak memories pouring in.
Yeah, Krane has that.
Yeah.
You
He does have
effectively
that.
like the down but not out type.
Oh no, there is a barbarian subclass that does get it though. I'm fairly certain.
Maybe like Zealot or something?
Maybe.
Regardless,
Regardless.
I'll say, while you guys are talking, Ashami comes down quite quickly as to not like draw attention and hands you a note, Riven.
Increase your max level cap to 20.
Yeah. And the note says, you have a visitor who's asking for you.
I'm sorry, who does?
You have a visitor who's asking for you.
Oh. Okay.
And she'll gesture to outside the chamber.
I imagine this has been us like debating who we want to take.
I mean, you guys are discussing. Yeah.
I feel like we've been talking to people, not so much just like sitting here having them stand in a line.
Well, what's his stats though? What's his health though?
All right, everyone, form up. We're gonna garner your worth here real quick.
All right, it's time to measure your level. But no. While we're doing that, I'm gonna sort of politely excuse myself. Say, I'll be right back.
Fair enough.
Honestly, Phoenix would be a good frontliner.
I think so too.
What's his max HP?
Phoenix's max is 83.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's a good frontliner.
Riven, when you open the door, you see a figured shadow towards the front door, and he says, close the door, boy. I've got a lot to talk about. And when you do so, you see a long, dormant, but now familiar face round the corner.
It's been a long time, hasn't it?
You've gotten quite a bit more nimble, I see. Good to see you're doing well.
Well, obviously I don't know. Well, sorry. Let me be clear. I know that obviously I'm not appearing as you probably expect me to.
I don't have many expectations from you. I don't want to put that burden on you. I carried it myself. I know well enough.
Either way, to make it apparent, I suppose I've, of a sense, lost the mask.
You expect me to be worried about that?
You need to guard it with my life.
Yes, but you still have your life. And the mask still exists.
Oh. Fair enough. I guess I am sorry for not being terribly specific with my message. There was only such a limit on how much I could say.
Oh, I know, son. You still take things quite a bit on the formal side. But I'm glad you called.
Yes. How much do you know of the present situation?
In my retirement, I've been keeping abreast to certainly what I can. I will say I'm a bit not lost for words or cause, but certainly I do have some questions. I suspect, and he gestures to the door, I suspect your companions are on the other side of that.
Yes, they are. As well as men I've met along the way who've aided me in our journey.
Understood. Do you need me to use a moniker of any means, either for yourself or mine own?
My closest allies know of the secret, as it were, but well, and they do know your involvement, I suppose. I had left a note in case of my death, and it had come for me. Thankfully, it wasn't so permanent.
Yeah, I was in, I think I was in Rhodesia at the time when I heard. I got a message from the powers that be. I'm glad to see you among the living.
I'm sorry, what was that last part?
He's glad to see you among the living. And if he doesn't have any moniker, I will include this in his name.
I see. Yep, that makes sense. Yes, if you, I suppose to use a moniker just so that we can, I guess, attempt to keep what remains of the secret. I'll introduce you as my companion to my friends to just to, I guess, keep things on the hush.
Of course. He gets closer, kind of ready to go to the battle that is social interaction, and he clasps a hand on your shoulder. You've done well for yourself, kid.
I've done my best to follow things by our mission and our creed. I've learned a few things on the way, but I've done my best to make Shamal proud.
We're all pleased with what you've done, son. You can... And he thinks for a moment on how to phrase it as to not be offensive, because he knows how seriously you take all of this. And he says, you can break a rule or two and still carry out what you care for. Lord knows I've done it. And perhaps to my own downfalls at times, but I can tell you that everyone who knows what you are is more than happy with your performance.
I'm happy to hear that, but for now, I suppose we should just brace for the slew of social interaction you may have. Some of our allies are a bit on the odder side, so I know that you generally don't have an issue with that, but I figured I'd warn you.
I appreciate the battle report.
Of course. Whenever you're ready, I suppose.
No better time.
All right.
When the door opens, and I will put him down here where he belongs in the pecking order. You see a middle-aged Aragonasi man with this constant flowing breeze of almost constant flowing fog, rather, around his head, as to mimic some flowing white hair. Seem to be in an anti-gravity free fall around his dome. I will give you the rundown on Orcish. He is a 14th total level, 13 rogue, 1 fighter, of the swashbuckling variety. 116 max hit points, and he's got a crystalline rapier, and a +1 hand crossbow, and a luckstone, and +1 studded leather. And that is Orcish's rundown.
Yep. So yeah, that's the friend that I had called here. He is a rather erstwhile ally.
Just because I know some of this will be streamlined, he is very elegant in his conversation, never drops the ball, so to speak, always keeps eye contact, very cordial, matches the energy around him quite well. He's like a social lubricant, if you can describe him as such.
I guess that's one way to put it.
Yeah.
But yes, I know that he's in pick terms, I know he's a bit of an expensive buy.
Yeah.
So that's up to you guys, but I know that no matter.
Yep.
I know that no matter where he ends up going, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
So does anyone else have any particular things we want to go through?
I think it's going to be a lengthy deliberation, to say the least, because you guys are spoiled for choice here.
Yeah, looks like it.
Also,
And
because
since
I was just going to say
oh yeah, go ahead.
quickly, I'll send you a message. Because you've spent some time training with him, I think I can send this to you privately, maybe?
Back.
Welcome
I
back.
hope so. Are you sending it through
Oh, well, there you go. That is because he is a very versatile man. Those are what you know his skills to be.
Yeah, he'll be fine on whatever he ends up doing.
Yeah. Close that door again.
I met my mentor. He's level 14.
All right, so Aris and Brianna.
Oh, that's the min max.
No kidding.
It's pretty baseless. No, so like I said, I wasn't particularly like lobbying to get Aris on our team. He'll be fine wherever he ends up going, I'm sure.
Okay.
No, plus, he's just like better than me. We don't want to go through that.
I think we can all settle that Phoenix would be a good frontliner and one to have, right?
I don't know. How does Ember feel about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no problems with Phoenix, except I'll get distracted when we're fighting.
Stop that, you.
That's crazy.
He's literally hot.
So am I.
Yeah, you're like our party member. It's like you're like a sister.
I honestly think for me it's down to God. I mean, that leaves us with a level 9 or lower. We could do like
Would you
a level
like me
5.
to throw a wrench into this, as was not to your own knowledge requested at some point by one of your party members?
Yeah.
What?
Vizur, I would like you to roll a persuasion check, please.
Oh,
Okies.
12? Okay. For a 12, I want you to roll a d4 plus 1, please.
What's happening?
Okay, cool. Your level cap has increased to 18.
Oh,
Oh,
As the gambler has just toyed with fate, it seems.
Ooh.
all that.
couldn't have rolled a
Changed.
4, could you? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We could have
Well,
taken
there
all
goes-
on it.
Oh. We can. Yeah, we can take the sisters.
Yeah, we could. Rogue and a cleric.
We could take both the sisters.
Ah, the
What's-
wrenches that are thrown.
What's the max HP of Jeleneth and Colette?
Jeleneth is a hard-hitting 66 at a level 9 cleric, or I'm sorry, level 9 rogue. Colette is a 84 with a cleric type beat applied.
We could hold their own.
Yeah.
whose skills or whatever do we think would be most beneficial to our specific mission?
Phoenix.
So we probably want someone who knows how to investigate a little bit, just because we're potentially looking for sabotage.
Vizur is inherently investigative. Reinhold is also trained, I think, in investigation. Krane is
Yep.
also trained.
Krane
Ember
is not that good at investigating.
well, but you're still trained in it. You can help out and know what to look for. And well, the Embra isn't trained, but she is very intelligent. And Riven is a monk, so he'll find a way.
If I punch the floor enough, it'll reveal its secrets.
Oh, it's hollow.
If I just level all of the towers to be equal to the one that fell, we'll still have the working lighthouse wheel.
Mm.
Hold on.
Stop.
That's fair. Okay, with 18, I guess we have to redo numbers. We could take all 3 of the 6s.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Tevi.
Moritz the boy. Phoenix the boy.
Yeah. And then Tevi.
Let me take the one lady.
Well, we can't. That'd be 18.
It's already 18.
Yeah, because 6 times 3 of these.
We could take Phoenix and Lady Dazrin.
Yo, hold on. That'd be the GOAT team.
Yeah, talk about frontline, huh?
Or Audrey Gale and like Valros or Lobo.
Audrey Gale and Valros or Lolo? Huh.
Audrey Gale and Valros doesn't sound bad at all.
That
So-
does not sound bad.
Audrey Gale is Ranger.
No,
No.
Audrey is a 11th level fighter. of
Oh, I'm
the
sorry, fighter.
Champion variety, and she's got Elven Chain as her magic item.
Max HP.
Her max HP is 136.
Yeah, frontliner, right up in
Whoa.
the front.
Whoa!
And then Valros, Wizard Boy, super
Wishy.
smart.
And a good friend of ours.
Squishy.
And a good friend of ours.
Squishy though.
He's
Yeah,
a
but I
squishy.
Yeah, but I mean, you put me and
If
Gale
you
in front
triple
of.
Valros's hit points, he does not reach Captain Audrey Gale.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
so
gets
you
close,
just put
but
you just put me and Captain Gale in front of Valros, and everything's fine.
Okay, but Valros has a little son, and if we get Valros killed, how are we going to explain
I'm
that
sorry.
to John?
I think you mean a little worker.
A little
An employee.
Yeah. An associate.
How do we explain that to John if we get Valros killed?
Also, I know this is obviously they're big decisions and stuff like that. Keep in mind, if you guys, at some point, you guys will come back and report here your findings, and so will the other groups. So there will be more chances to involve yourselves with them. This is like, you know, Embra's not going to never see her brother again. You know, Krane, if she so or he so chooses, is never going to not see Valana again. Vizur can talk to Alston about artificer shit. Like, you know.
Why you gotta mention Valana? Crane isn't like emotionally involved there.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't think so.
Okay.
I would.
I would.
You know, Reinhold can talk to Izak, you know, now and when you guys get back. And
so this isn't the point of no return mission yet.
No, I mean, listen, if you guys die, that's one thing. But these characters all plan to try and live.
I like the idea that everyone got their contacts mentioned, except I just can't talk to Oris ever again. Like, this is...
Yeah, no, you're fucked. Yeah.
This man told me he's putting Do Not Disturb on for the next 20 years.
Airplane mode.
I kind of dig the Valros Audrey Gale combo.
I like that one or the sisters one.
Yeah, I mean, we could do a toss-up on that, or we take a vote, rather. Let's see where everyone is at.
I'll be honest, I kind of like the Phoenix...
The what?
The Phoenix what?
The Phoenix Dazrin.
Oh,
You're
Phoenix
like-
Lady Dazrin, I think you said.
Oh, okay.
Dazrin.
Is
Yeah,
there
but I mean, talk about
anybody?
frontliners.
Is there anybody you guys want me to eliminate from this so you don't have analysis paralysis?
I will say for sure Alston. He's
Alston.
I think he's better left for the armory. If that's the route he goes.
Okay.
I would honestly posit, and feel free to disagree with me if you guys feel like it. I think any of the level 5s could probably get dropped.
Yeah, I'd be too afraid
yeah.
of losing my brothers or.
I mean, this you have to remember though.
Well,
the
you
same
can
risk
lose
is
them
present.
without you.
Yeah, the same risk is present whether or not they're with us. In fact,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
probably safer with us.
Oh jeez. Oh fuck.
This is
So,
Darren saying
I'll
that,
say
not
there-
Reinhold, by the way.
There's no turncoats among you. So, like, remember, like, some of this, the people that you don't choose will essentially be evened out by skill set and, like, character level. So you might, I mean, after you guys choose whoever, right, there's going to be, like, 20 people left over. Like, the Archdruid group can take some. There might be as many as 8 to 10 people going to the armory. Like, they're going to have some strong groups.
Is one of the groups just going to be all the 5s?
Not necessarily, but they will have a higher distribution on what is like effectively a bell curve.
What is Lady Dazrin's max HP?
153.
Okay.
Also Darren.
Yeah.
She's also Illrigger.
I know, Darren hates Illriggers, but when you got one on your side, that's a different story.
True.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna throw it out there. My two favorite options are Audrey Gale and Valros, or Phoenix and Lady Dazrin.
Same.
Same, actually.
Vizur. He's dead.
I think the third
He's
option that Vizor had mentioned was the Kafazak Accessors.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's my
yes.
third
Oh,
favorite
Yeah, I
option.
like that option too.
Yeah.
So just so I can clear this up, I'm going to get rid of the 5s for now. If you want
Yep,
anybody
5s are
back.
gone.
Is Brianna included in the 5 or less?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know
I'm
why
sorry.
we invited her. We don't want her to die.
She works for us.
But someone's got to stay at the house.
Well,
Yeah.
Jasmine is there, and Sean.
Jasmine and Sean.
And you've
You're
got
two.
some friendly neighbors.
Hello?
We do have neighbors.
Oh, there you are, bud.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what was going on there. It just
Okay.
wasn't working. I'm sorry. But yes, I was asking, did you want to put Valros and Gale on a like 1 to 2 and then Phoenix and whomever else on like 3 to 4 and roll a die?
Well, there's an
I
actual
mean, you
coin,
guys
isn't
can
there?
choose and weigh stuff here. I'll put
Or
your
we could
guys' ideal.
leave them out so that the other groups have a chance of being more successful, and we just take
So,
the
yeah.
sisters.
So pair up Gale and Valros. That's one possible group.
Yeah.
This is another group, and then Phoenix and Dazrin is the third group.
Okay, that's
All right, so we either got Team Sisters, we got
The what?
the meat,
the
Oh,
meat.
okay, the meat,
That's
yeah.
pretty good.
or I don't have a team for in Valorous.
The Blade Masters.
Yeah.
I don't
Sure. So we either got
know. God, Valros is so squishy.
How squishy is he?
He's versatile, but he's squishy. Okay, so
How squishy?
we have like 4 semi-healers.
total hit points between the captain and Valros is like 180, but the captain has 136 of those. Valros is 44 hit points because he's a wizard.
Boy.
You have 4 hit points. Or the wizard.
Oh, Valros, you guys know Valros. He's a blade singer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He probably won't get as much as we think he will. He's a blade singer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cool.
do we want to?
Colette and
Oh, go ahead.
Jelena have like 66 plus what is it? 84. That's 150. But one of them is like a healer.
And then Team Meat's got like 9,000 HP.
Team Meat has 236.
Wow. Team Tank.
And no healing.
And no healing.
Yeah, 'cause he did.
Okay, what do we think would be the most helpful to us on our mission?
Well, okay, so we're investigating the lighthouse. That was the decided role, or the deciding role.
Yeah. Investigating the
Um,
lighthouse destroyed.
Do we think that Phoenix or Lady Dazrin has something to offer in terms of that?
Investigate.
If there is a threat that needs punching.
Or
Yeah, as fun as it would be to have Team Tank, I don't know if their skill sets would be the most valuable on that.
or if there's a threat that is punching.
Yeah.
But Audrey Gale is also a captain. She knows boat stuff. Probably
She does.
Yeah, so she's probably familiar with the lighthouse, at least on
Yeah.
a surface level.
And she
Yeah.
can probably hit pretty fucking hard being an 11 level fighter.
True.
You've seen
It-
her
it-
do pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah. So
You raise a good
that's
point
my
about her
vote.
being a captain and knowing lighthouses.
On
For
the
the-
other side of on this third side of this coin, if we do encounter like a really rough combat and somebody goes down, we've got a dedicated cleric. I mean, having more healing isn't a bad thing
Well, that
You
would be if we take the sisters, though.
if we take the sisters, right?
Can I add a fourth side to the coin?
Oh yes.
Just make it a
Captain-
dice at this point.
Yeah, Captain Gale. Yes, she very ship heavy lore wise, right?
Mhm,
Knows
mhm.
lighthouses, but also one of the other things is that a bunch of ships have gone missing
Yeah.
around
Oh.
a trade route that she's probably taken. So there's that as well.
Oh,
We could leave her
man.
for that one.
Yeah. My final vote after hearing that will be for the sisters.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the sisters.
Honestly,
Same.
my final vote is
Sisters.
probably going to be needs.
Your voting meets.
I like the idea.
All right. Well,
I'm voting sisters.
I'd say Embra, cast your vote because it looks like it's already decided. But
I mean,
You
you
say
guys are
meets,
free
Ember?
to deliberate still. Like I said,
yeah, I mean,
you have time.
if
Like there
if
are
anybody
things that are
wants
going to happen
to,
over the next couple days, like new information's going to, develop. And,
if anybody
What
wants to
new
try and convince somebody
information?
else,
Here's a-
just
here's one-
logistic stuff.
Okay.
Here's one we haven't
Yeah.
talked about. So
Yeah.
so numbers, right? We know what numbers are.
yeah, I'm well aware. Yes.
What is the number?
Well, so our cap is 18 as of current, because the gambling man decided to give us more power. Huge fan. So if we took, hear me out, Phoenix, Valros, and one of the level 5s, that would be 18.
That would.
Sorry.
We could even crust.
Wait, so 2 wizards and then a tank?
I mean, sorry,
mean-
I was crust out there, but we have an option for our level 5.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because Crust is another wizard. I mean, we would just be spending half our time healing the wizards.
Yeah, I'm just making a joke because crust seemed like the funniest one to say.
Oh yeah, it is absolutely.
Oh god.
I mean, I feel like okay, we can. I think we can all agree that Gale and Valros, the dynamic duo, at least Gale is probably off the table just because of the ship problem.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, Drew, if you could do us the favor of removing Gale from the runners. Okay. So
I'll
that
put
means
Valros back in level order.
yeah. So that means now we can either decide on a third team again and see if we can come up with something better, or we can debate between the sisters and the meats.
I don't know. You're gonna have a hard time convincing me to to change from the sisters.
I'm willing to hear a reason why we should do the meats instead of the sisters, but I'm set on the sisters right now.
I'll say, as an unbiased third party who is happy with any of the choices you guys make. I mean,
You are not unbiased. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I don't know of a better word to say than that.
Fair.
Okay.
The least biased you can be.
I guess. I'll try. I love all these characters, so I don't care who you take. Like, everyone's gonna get, a chance in the spotlight at some point in my mind. There is absolutely validity to both of the groups, like, standing here. Like you guys said, you guys are well-rounded, so if you want, like, meat sticks to just be in the front and take damage, that's one way to go. Having a rogue and a cleric just offers more versatility that you guys didn't have before. So, I mean, on both levels, there's no wrong answer.
What's our split on the votes right now? We've got me for sisters, Krane for sisters, Vizor, you were for sisters,
Yes.
and then Riven and Embra for meat.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're kind of at a standstill here, aren't we? Because like, I don't want to just say go forward with one of them, but
I guess if we want to sort of come back to it, we can try to mix and match because we have one team that's all versatility and one team that's all meat. We could try to find a nice, like, BLT of a group.
I like that.
Who's the bacon? Is that Phoenix? Is he
Well,
is he the bacon?
yeah, it's got to be the meat, right?
Yeah. So who's the lettuce?
I mean, Valros is pretty frail.
Okay, all right. So we also agree that we're not trying to split up the sisters, right?
Yes, that's, I think, the idea.
Okay, so
Yeah, because they also haven't seen each other in forever, so they would want to be together.
right. So take the sisters out. What if we? Well, don't actually take them out yet. But Ezek, Phoenix. That's 2 meats, and that's. Oh wait, we don't have 3. That's only 3 left. Never mind. Damn.
The best way to do it, including a 6 or up, would be like a 6, 7, and 5, which would be Phoenix or the other 2 6ers, Valros or Lobos, and one of the 5s. That would be the only way we have 3 that are moderately leveled.
Tell the 5s they may come back in.
That's such a funny line that just makes sense. Tell the
The
5s to
alcohol-
return, please.
Okay, all right. I think I've got it. We do Phoenix, we do Valros, and we do what was Lasholsk?
Lasholsk is a cleric, 5th level.
Well, there you go.
You have spellcaster, kind of wizard equivalent. You have cleric, barbarian, rogue, fighter, rogue, warlock, barbarian, wizard, and then rogue, wizard, rogue equivalent.
You
Like,
like
you guys-
rogues, don't you?
Well, they're versatile, but there's so many choices still
Yeah.
past that moniker.
I mean,
You can see
what-
why when you met some of these people that either added to your party or like just gave you versatility, rogue was kind of the thing you didn't have, so to speak.
yeah.
But I mean, that's not me trying to influence any decision.
What subclass is Lashulsk?
Fuck it, we ball. I think he was Forge. Yeah, Forge domain.
Forge.
I don't remember what that does.
It forges things.
He's got what is it?
How good is he at healing?
I mean, it's good. It's cleric.
Some
Not
healing.
terrible. He's got that's what it was. Blessing of the Forge was one of his like kind of channel divinity type things.
Okay.
You can effectively imbue weapon or armor by +1 per
Okay.
day, I think it is. Yeah.
So what if we do Ruloff, Valros, and Phoenix? We got Rogue, Wizard, and Meat.
I mean, that's a pretty balanced team in itself.
And then we cover all the healing. Valros is the only one we'd really be worried about for like getting like dead quick.
I think that's a good play.
I'm fine with that play.
So say that again.
Phoenix, Valros, and Ruloff.
Now, can I ask this as a follow-up? Are you trying to go Phoenix, Valros, Rogue?
Yes. And
Okay.
the reason I didn't pick Lobo is because I don't like Lobo. Or, No, I'm sorry, Crust. The reason I didn't pick Crust is because I don't like the way Crust looks.
Well, she's also
Instead of swapping it out.
Crush is
No,
like
I
a-
know. Instead
yeah.
of swapping out that and then Valros doing a different wizard and blah, blah, blah. That's, yeah.
If I may, Rashaz is also a rogue.
Yeah.
He is only just a thief rogue, kind of boring. But the difference between Ruloff, who is a inquisitive rogue, and Rashaz, who is a thief, is that Rashaz has a magic dagger.
Oh. Okay, well,
Rashaz is
Vizur,
38 hit points, same as Ruloff.
then, how do you weigh in on this? Because, I mean, we'd be splitting up Asus and Rashaz. Is that something that would bother you?
You know, we've often split apart to go hunting, different avenues of attack. I think that would be a good idea to bring Rashaz with us
Okay.
and give us some time to actually learn other culture.
Okay.
No,
He's not going to get himself in trouble, is he?
Well, I mean, judging by the strength of everyone else here, I don't think that he can cause too much trouble.
That's good. Okay, so I think that's good. We got Phoenix, Valros, and Rashaz. Vizur, you're good with that?
Of course.
I'm good with that. Riven, you good with that?
I'm fine with this.
Embra, you good with that?
Yeah.
Krane, you good with that?
Yeah, I still like the sisters, but okay.
Mhm.
It didn't sound like a full unanimous vote, but I think that's the closest we're probably going to get.
Put the 5 back where he belongs for now.
I'm sure, if we got to do like a team switch or something, that we could take the sisters.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends because we don't know what's ahead of us after the lighthouse. Well, we don't even know what's ahead of us at the lighthouse. We could. Well,
We don't even know if there is a lighthouse.
there's not.
Oh, shit.
Who's the other brother?
Rashaz is Vizur's brother.
Oh, thought we were taking the other guy.
No, that's a different lizard. Doesn't matter.
Wow.
Oh, Embra. Wow.
No, not a cool lizard like you and your Hatch brothers.
No, I just mean like she just
Like,
didn't know
yeah.
the difference.
Yeah, you just can't tell. He's a dragonborn versus lizard folk. It's pretty obvious, the difference.
You guys like breathe elements?
Do lizard
wait.
folk breathe elements? No.
I think I would have seen Vizur do it at least once.
That means I'm cooler because I am an element.
Sure.
I mean, maybe after eating some swamp apples, I have a poison breath.
So, if I might interject, it seems that these two groups are like final choice.
Yes.
Those would be the absolute final
Would you
choices.
here? Just so I'll put them in order. Do you want me to run down what they each have? Any magic items again? Just a final.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
get our
I'll
final
start
vote
bottom
cast.
to top.
Okay.
Rashad's. He is a 5th level thief rogue who has a venomous dagger. It's effectively a dagger that can do a little bit of poison damage. It requires like a con save and all that. And he's 38 max hit points. Phoenix, 6th level barbarian. He is a berserker, 83 hit points, and he's got a magic great axe, so he's got a magic weapon. Valros, squishy, 7th level wizard, blade singer, and he's got a wounding blade or whatever it is, where you add necrotic damage each time you attack a creature and wound it. And that's his magic weapon. Jeleneth, 9th level rogue. Her subclass is Soul Knife. And she's got a +1 short sword and a vicious hand crossbow that effectively does extra damage on a crit. Also, obviously, sneak attack. Colette is a 9th level Grave Domain cleric. She has a Blast Scepter, and her spells for her cleric domain that are always prepped are Bane, False Life, Gentle Repose, Rave Enfeeblement, Revivify, Vampiric Touch, Blight, Death Ward, Anti-Life Shell, and Raise Dead. Any other things you want to know, let me know. If they have like feats or something, I can look at that. But if I do that, I'm not going to allow that for anybody else, because these seem to be the finalists.
Yeah, can I get a scale of 1 to 10 how handsome or beautiful everyone is in these groups?
Oh boy, that is quite subjective.
Rashad's is a solid 10.
He's a 10,
Phoenix,
but...
No, there's no but. Phoenix is an 11.
Oh, well...
Correct.
Little hot boy.
Yeah. Valros, he's got he's got the looks. He's got the looks, but he's got a wife. Yeah, that's the downside. So I'd give him like a 9, maybe an 8.5.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
He's a 10, but he's got a wife.
Yeah, right. And then the sisters, they scare me, both of them. So 10's on both.
She's a 10, but she scares me. 10.
She raised me from the dead.
Yeah.
All jokes aside,
One thing about the cleric, though. We might run into some people who are dead, and we could potentially talk to them if we have a cleric to find out what has been going on.
Drew, actually, I do have a question then. Logistically speaking, has there been any reports of any deaths at the tower itself, the lighthouse itself?
The lighthouse, as far as you know, the information that has come out is unfortunately kind of sparse.
Okay.
Just mainly due to the distance of, the amount of mouth to ears that has to happen, right? Like the amount of conversation for that information to travel is such a great distance that it's just kind of sparse.
Do we have an idea perhaps of how many people would normally be there? Like maintenance people, people stationed there?
There's usually a crew of at least a dozen, I want to say. And also sometimes people stop there just for like caravan stops, because there's a small, effectively like dock and
Little like city outpost
yeah,
kind of
I
deal.
mean, kind of more outposts than city. Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
effectively like the Khajiit caravans outside of cities. that
gotcha.
Can
Okay,
do some trading.
okay. So there is a chance that somebody could have gotten hurt from that tower falling.
Yeah, you're not exactly sure. It is. It's odd because the amount of travel there is sparse in the sense that it's usually just like trade vessels, right? I mean, there's
Right.
some like naval vessels here and there, sure, whatever. They just kind of show a presence. But it's a lot of trade vessels, and it's just integral to a lot of the trade in the region because it's near the Radiant Coast and the Pearl Coast, which allow intercontinental travel because there's a lot of like river lanes if you can get into the coast. And
Right.
the Lumen Stones, which is this sort of rocky outcropping type area around the Lightwell, that big lighthouse structure, are dangerous waters. So oftentimes they have to go inland, and it just so happens that trade is available through there. Just kind of coincidentally.
Okay. So it's sparsely populated over there, very light, but there can be people there, and somebody could potentially be hurt there.
Yep.
Or killed. Counterpoint to bringing someone back from the dead.
I'm back from the dead. Just like speak with dead to like get
Oh,
info.
okay. I was gonna
'Cause
say
I don't think
'cause-
any of us can do that.
Well, no, but Colette can. But if, as we found
Yeah.
out with discussing with the High Zalburn, there's a proverbial time limit on being revived.
Yeah.
So the person we bring back could potentially just die again from being. So if that is the case, we could make things worse for somebody. Or if we fix the problem beforehand, then great. But okay, but I do see your point. Yeah, bringing someone back from the dead to talk to them for a second or two is not a bad thing to have, especially if they saw something that caused the tower to fall.
True.
All right, we're back to square one. Give me a second here. I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, I would call it square one.
I'm not even talking about like reviving someone, like not
Yeah.
revivifying, just like speak with dead though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I understand
talking about
that.
the spell.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And she, I think I said she had that.
I would imagine a Wraith cleric would have it.
Yeah. I mean, I think clerics have technically everything, so yeah, she would have it.
True. Is it one of her like cleric like always?
I don't think it's.
Spells.
I need to find it first. Speak. Oh, she has it. It's a 3rd level. She can definitely cast it.
Yeah, she can hit that.
Oh man. And just so you guys know, this is meant to be kind of brain busting. That's, you guys have accrued allies or acquaintances over, a year and a half of playing. So you're meant to have a lot of choice, and it is. I understand it's difficult.
From the start.
Hmm?
I said, how long has it been in game?
In game from the start.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bit of time fuckery, but I'd say in game 2.5 months.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
No. It definitely feels like
The first commune you had with Blue, which was like the day you found the meteor, I think, with like when you met Valros, because you trusted him enough to be like non-threatening while you guys were effectively comatose during your commune, was the 6th of Prax, and that was 38 days ago.
We've only known Valros for like less than 40 days.
It's
that's a weird way to put it.
Yeah. I mean, also just remember this. I'm being vigilant about like timekeeping. Like,
Right.
you guys have had teleportation from, the High Zalburn and stuff like that. Like, you guys have allies that you've made that is quick to get around intentionally by knowing somebody at Carindal and by knowing Valros, who knew Jeleneth, who could lead you to a teleportation circle that you could uncover that would get you closer to Carindal. Like, there are ways to circumvent the idea of travel. The one time you guys couldn't was like when you had to travel from Ashfall down to Valkaldir and stuff like that, and the sea travel.
Yeah. So, have we made any headway on this debate?
I'd like to ask a question before we do.
Yeah.
So for the mission that we have, the lighthouse, or the Lightwell specifically,
Yep.
How do these prospective allies of ours, how do they feel about going on that mission? Either any people who would specifically be like, yeah, that seems like something I'd be able to help in, or like, not.
Yeah.
Like for shots as a fear of heights or something, like we're not going to take him at
Well, first of all, none of them have been into that region of the continent. Jeleneth has probably been close, just because she's had some sea traveling times in her days, because she used to work as a smuggler, which was a very... she brought it up before, but it was it was under the rug, swept under the rug pretty quickly. Phoenix might have traveled. I mean, he's kind of an ambassador for the family in a way. He's although he doesn't necessarily look it, he's smarter than he lets on. He might not be trained in all the sort of hullabaloo of diplomacy and all that, but he's a traveled man. He has not been there. He's probably been close, like in the region. Rashaz, no shot. Valros, no shot. Colette, you're not exactly sure. If you ask her, she says no, so now you are sure. It's...
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Really only Phoenix and Jeleneth have been there tangentially, I would say.
Okay. Well...
I'm gonna cast my vote, my final vote here. Unless somebody can do some real good convincing, I'm gonna say 3-man party. I'm gonna say Valros, Phoenix, and Rashaz are my final votes.
Temmie had to go work on some of her homework, but her vote is quote unquote any party with Phoenix in it.
Yeah.
Understood.
Admittedly, I mean, she hasn't probably been able to actually hang out with her brother for a minute, so I'll give her that.
Sorry,
I also want to hang out with my brother.
Eric, what was yours?
What was that?
I didn't know if Eric decided or if he was up here yet.
I'm thinking about it. I'm actually pretty torn because on one hand,
like, you can leave numbers on the table. I mean, remember, you guys started with 15. If you wanted to take a sister and a barbarian, like, that's still
Well, once
valid.
again, we're trying to avoid splitting the sisters up.
Sure.
yeah, just the idea of them, like we're as hard as it is, we're trying to put numbers in here, but we're also keeping like what we like, I guess morality wise would try to stick to. Like like specifically, like we didn't want to say like grab any of the Eyes of Yuldu's because they're probably all used to working in a team, sort of stuff like that. And then like for the sisters, they had just met after a while of not knowing each other, so I wouldn't want to be like, all right, Colette, you're with us, Jeleneth, you can go skip rocks or something.
Abigail?
I already know I'm outvoted, so
You can still make your case.
I did make my case.
From I guess my point from like I guess my opinion on it is like from a like party mechanic standpoint, like from making like for the idea of making a party that I think would have like the quote unquote easiest time, I think the sisters are the better option.
Yeah,
But
I don't really want to heal a bunch of lower level people. I'm just thinking about our like most recent fight in the woods with all of the things that almost killed us.
I guess that's what I'm saying. Like from the idea of like numbers standpoint, I think they'd probably be the quote unquote safer choice. But for like the like group of people I'd want to take, specifically with like our like limitations, I'd probably vote for the 3-man group. Is what I'm feeling.
Are any of you 100% happy in this decision? Or in your decision, not this?
100% no.
I'm like 98%.
I'm
Like
up
there's
there.
there's a tugging for me to want to bring the sisters.
I'm also just
But-
worried that our close friends and or relatives are gonna die in front of us, and we're gonna be like, "Oh shoot, it's our fault." If they die on a different mission, we can just say, "Oh, it was not our fault."
I don't know if everybody's gonna take it that way though. Like
I don't think people will be like, "Oh man, it's a good thing my sibling died a country away from me."
And I've been saying that.
Have you? Hold on.
Not at all.
I was gonna say, like emotionally speaking, if your brother dies halfway across the world, you would probably feel responsible saying, "Well, it wouldn't have happened if I had brought him with me to keep him safe."
I would be like, "Oh, well, there was nothing I could do. I wasn't there."
This is
How very pragmatic of you.
This is a very oopsie, my sibling's dead kind of moment.
But if they're right there and they still die, it's like, wow, I suck.
Could've saved him. Would've
I
been my
can
thought.
start. I can start suggesting groups for the other two, because there's some built-in stuff here that's just easy. The Eyes of Yalduz are inherently investigative. They can handle, or rather, they will be going to the Royal Armory. They're just kind of built for research and stuff like that. Oh boy, realistically, I think because... Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'd probably recommend the idea of potentially fighting a sea monster. I would probably send the knights that way. The knights, the Hell Knights.
Yeah, it's... I was going to say it's more a fact of... I want to be careful with my words here.
Like a balancing thing?
No. Fuck balance. Geographical distance to some of their interests.
I see.
Got it.
Yeah. These guys are undecided. These guys are also undecided, and that's undecided. Horus is also very much undecided.
Or says that I'll just figure out a place type beat.
Here, I'm going to start moving them one by one as how I see the problem. And keep in mind, everyone that's going to be in these two long lines of people can still be swapped in and out with whoever you have. Captain Gale, missing ships. She can give some input. She probably knows the waters. Easy enough. Valana, she can track. They already know what direction the robbers went to. And perhaps while some people are investigating the armory, she and a smaller group can go on shore in search of where they might have taken whatever they took. Let's see here. God. Rogue. Ruloth already exists up there and slots in quite well. Lobo is rogue adjacent, so let's give a full rogue. Moritz is a fighter wizard. This group doesn't really have a full caster aside from a cleric yet, so let's put Moritz there. Osis, let's go tank up there, because they don't really have a tank. I mean, Marias is the closest, and she's just a fighter. Shulsk is a cleric. This group doesn't have much, really, of any healing, so let's put Alston there as well, because he can heal, and also might have to do something with the runes at the lair of the Leviathan. Krane will go with her people, because they're there.
That makes sense.
Oris will add another roguish presence. And Lylea. Oh boy. I could send these two with the Archdruid group.
There you go.
Lylea can just be somewhat muscly, and Izak can report back. I don't know. Stuff.
They're gonna power level her.
I mean, as I said, there's no right answer to this shit.
I disagree.
I'm going to do some calculation here because I want to. 14, 19, 25, 35.
87, 62,
No,
40,
please,
12.
no, God, dear God, no. 14, 19, 25, 35, 42, 49.
97.
64 total. 11, 21, 16, or 26, 32, 43.
27, 28,
48.
29, 30.
This is so disrespectful.
The bottom row is 67.
Sorry, what?
Bottom row is 67.
67. I don't even remember what the fuck I said for the top.
64.
69, 420.
No.
Please.
64.
Abigail, please don't. Please. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45 scales is... Sorry, scales.
He's
14. Fuck. 29. 39. 53. 65. 76.
Yeah, can we get the Archdruid group, like their levels popped up just for our curiosity?
Yeah, I think High Zalbrin is 15th. Yeah.
Oh my god. Can we bring him?
Kotha
Oh,
is
thanks.
14th level.
Oh
Rooney.
God.
Yeah, Rooney is the least powerful of the High Zalbrins. Also, Kotha is not involved with Kierendal as a faculty member, so to speak. She is higher out. Kippis is 10th level. Irina is 11th level.
Crazy. Absolutely.
You know what?
What's up, bud?
I thought about it.
One Zalby.
I'm gonna switch my answer to the sisters again.
Yeah.
Darren.
The reason being, Krane is right. I would rather spend less time looking after like people and healing lower level people and more time getting stuff done. The only thing that the three of them offer that the sisters don't is a wizard. And I guess a tank. But they're in a way because of their level they are more tanked.
So, I'm.
So now we're
pretty-
split 3-2.
See, that's not even Krane saying that. That's me saying that. Krane doesn't care at all who you pick.
Right. No, I get you. But yeah, as Abigail, you're like, it makes it, and I agree, it makes sense. There's no reason for us to have to, and not that I don't think that those three can hold their own, but there's no reason that we should have to spend more time looking after three people below our level when we could have 2 people looking after us.
Well, they're also at our level.
Are we level 9?
Yeah.
We are.
Oh, I thought we level 8 still. I'm such an idiot. I'm thinking my Paladin level is my actual level.
That
We
should not
just got to level.
Jesus,
Yeah.
this is-
So yeah, you're having a hard time with that 8.
yeah, that is fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I think having a rounded party of people equal to our level makes more sense than having a wizard added to the party. But I will say, just so it's clear, I think if we're going purely by an RP perspective, purely RP, I would probably still pick the 3 over the sisters. But I'm doing my best here to kind of RP it and math it out, because
I'm sorry to interject. I'm gonna delete scales off the picture here just so you
No.
actually, well, just so you see a
Our
representation of
boy!
like
Our
actual
boy!
full-on characters with levels
Not our
and
boy!
skills.
But okay, think
you
about
should
for
add at
RP
least 20 for
perspective.
scales.
For RP perspective, one of them is Riven's girlfriend.
That's incorrect.
Well, I was going to say from an RP perspective, Reinhold would also like to keep as many people safe as possible of his closest friends being you guys, and the best way to do that is to bring the 2 people that can match our skill.
Yeah.
It's not that Reinhold's cold and doesn't want everybody here to not be protected, but
Can I
like-
can I make a compromise here?
okay.
We take them
Um,
all?
No, fuck no. Fuck no, and how dare you? This would make it 24, and
Okay.
that would get you guys up to 69, which is inherently funny, but not the reason I'm doing
Nice.
this. That means you have 12 levels left over.
Uh-huh.
That could go 71, 72. You guys would be the weakest in levels, but you guys get the versatility and the brother that you always wanted.
I think I'm okay with that.
Wait, hold on. What are we doing?
He's meeting us in the middle.
Here,
we'll
here.
we'll take the sisters plus Phoenix.
If you guys go, because these are both 18, right? These 2 groups.
Yeah.
If you guys go Phoenix to get meat and variety, this is so dumb. That will bring your guys' total level to 69 from 45, right?
Nice.
That leaves 12 levels between Rashaz and Valros. Rashaz can go with this group to get them up to 72. Valros can go with this group to get them up to 71.
That would leave us being.
Or you could have the
technically-
other Hatch brother with Asus.
That, I mean, that's more up to, I think, up to you
Yeah.
as the DM.
I
for
think
that part, but-
balance-wise, these guys would need another roguish presence because Nantevi is 6th level, and this is just rogue adjacent. And
Yeah.
Valros, I mean, they have, full caster in Alston.
kind of a full caster with
I mean,
Krane.
Skirine is versatile just because of her level. She has a lot of
Yeah,
spells that can be upcast because of...
and Lobo is also wizard adjacent. Or I'm sorry, Crust is wizard adjacent.
But I would be willing to do this as it pertains to strength within all groups being somewhat equal.
I think that is an amenable solution.
I'm completely on board with this.
Are you all happy with this?
100% happy with this.
Yeah, fuck Rashaz.
Zach, Abigail?
Aye.
Okay.
Okay.
And we know Ember is okay with it because
Yeah,
it's there.
Hot boy.
Hot boy.
Look, boy, it's hot. It's hot boy summer.
All right. So, I guess as these groups are divvied up, fucking get off the table, Alia. Fuck manners. This shit looks like the battle pass,
It does.
That's what I'm saying.
and I guess Brianna's allowed to sit down.
Brianna, go the fuck home.
She can
alright?
realistically go with any group, although her needs might be reduced to like. I mean, she might be able to do like small stuff for the wizards.
she able to walk
Is there
far?
any way I can convince you to let Brianna come with us?
Probably not.
Okay, then disregard that statement.
Fair enough.
She will get experience regardless, but
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck them kids.
She'll get her first level.
Like I said, she's the equivalent of a first level because of her hit points, but she doesn't have a fighting style. She doesn't have,
Right.
proficiencies. Yeah, she can hold her own, but her biggest bonus is a +1. So, fucking A, guys. I think we did it.
I think we did it.
We did it, only going by 6 above.
So sorry for my cough.
Should we take auras?
No, fuck no. Stop.
The debate is done. It's settled.
I'll say you guys could not have gone with wrong choices here. I mean, all these fucking guys are cool. Like they're incredible.
Well,
Yeah.
except for Lylia.
Oh,
Or Brianna,
What?
sorry.
Brianna, yeah.
I keep mixing them up.
No, Lilia's badass, and I'll tell you why. The fucking picture that I got for her was from a person I follow on Twitter who does like medieval cosplay shit, essentially. And she got a photo set done when she bought her first set of armor, and it looked so badass. I'm like, dude, can I just use this for like character art? She's like, fuck yeah. So yeah. And that's why Lilia is awesome, because of somebody in the real world.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Real people.
Gross.
Imagine.
You know, the High Zabern is 15th level and has barely cracked 100 hit points. Curse of the Wizard.
This man is straight up cursed.
If a Shami went on her own, she would be 18. She's an 18th level.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
She does well for herself.
Does that mean she can get power word kill?
Hold on, does that mean that
Yeah. Or Mass Heal, or Gate, or Wish.
Sus.
Hold on, why does she just not wish for the issue to be over?
Because she does not have Wish.
God damn it. One of these days.
By design.
Makes sense.
Um,
Alright, but no, I am perfectly amenable to this grouping. It looks pretty balanced. That's
just to add some flavor, kind of as you look around the room, you realize, if you had not, Vizur, if you had not resurrected the Eyes of Yilduz, those would not be allies. If you had not saved Valros's life by mending his wounds and also helped him get his blade, you would not know him, nor his wife or child.
We wouldn't have anyone to run our house.
That is most important thing, yeah. If you did not, assist the captain in defending her ship from all sorts of nautical threats, she would not be here, and by extension, perhaps Valana would not be here.
No, she would be here. She's like a tough cookie. She can handle herself.
well, yeah, but like not emotionally connected at all.
Biggest one is not helping Vizur's Hatch brothers.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have met
Yeah.
the Gloom Elves,
Wouldn't have met
his Hatch
Moritz,
brothers.
wouldn't have met Asus, wouldn't have met Rashaz, Skarain, Lashulsk, Nentevi.
All the Hell Knights.
Effectively, I mean,
Well, no, because
Yeah.
if we didn't help Vizur, then we wouldn't have gone
there would
there
have been.
to help the Gloom Elves.
Yeah, I mean, there would have been another way to get there.
Sure.
But yeah, you would not have met the Hell Knights through going to Vizur's storyline. You would have met them
We-
eventually.
If we didn't decide to commit crime, we wouldn't have met Alston.
Facts. Or have a house that the people could care for.
Oh, no
If you-
house. That
no
means
house, no
no
Lilia.
Lilia.
Brianna,
No Brianna.
I might as well delete her token.
Uh,
Hold on.
See, now we're getting to the point where it's like, oh, if Ember didn't have a brother, you wouldn't know Phoenix.
If Nosh and I wasn't part of the party,
Yeah.
we wouldn't know our.
Oh.
Well, I was gonna say, if we didn't help Valros, would we have met Jeleneth, or we might have still met Colette, but
Hmm.
If we didn't have Krane, we wouldn't know. Oh wait, none of these people are here because of Krane.
No, you don't know that.
Falana is only here because of you.
that is 100% true.
1,000.
Hit a 10th level.
Now reveal them.
I can do that.
Wom.
Wow.
But yeah, I like it.
So, as far as some of the travel arrangements go, this is where we get into a little bit of lore. Also, guys, I'm sorry, I'm so shit. I should have had like a different song play. Like the tavern
You are.
ambience is cool.
You are just absolute garbage, dude.
Yeah.
0 out of 10
You
DM.
know what? I've been saying that.
Which out of the group, Drew? We talked about this last time. Which one of us would have been the Gimli to try and destroy the ring?
Out of the
Wow.
group we have in front of us, or the group that we're in?
Yeah, I don't
Just
think
the whole room. Orcish, maybe?
Ooh, I feel like you're kind of like giving Ossus like the dummy brute kind of mentality there. I mean,
No.
Vizur,
Well.
is Ossus the dummy brute?
I mean,
He's dummy.
he's
No.
not.
He's dummy thick.
He's not the smart brute. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I feel like Ossus then would probably be the one to. Oh no, you yelled at me last time I suggested this. Never mind.
Hmm.
Or he yelled at me last time I suggested it.
Yeah, there's a reason.
There's a reason.
Sorry. As I was saying, kind of lore-wise, among, like I said, you guys got a couple days here, so you guys can talk to whoever, catch up. That's fine. But some stuff to get out of the way. Ashami will inform your group that, well, all the groups, but she'll come over to you at some point and say that there is a small fleet of sky ships from Malashar that will assist in transportation and will arrive in approximately 2 to 3 days to the Shroud Spire. The Granule, which is the organization that owns the sky ships, expects payment within 30 days. The cost of the sky ships, as far as supplying the pilots, the ship itself, 30 days of fuel, which is expensive because it effectively comes from, if I could remember the name, that would be awesome. Void crystals, I think it was. That, yeah, void crystals. Is effectively the fuel that it takes for skyship travel. And effectively, it's like a rare alchemical ingredient that renders gravity somewhat not useless, but maybe weird, and allows
Pliable.
for pliable is a pretty good one. Yeah, sort of allows skyship travel effectively. But yeah, they'll be arriving within 30 days, and the cost for the 4 skyships is 10,000 gold worth of coin, gemstones, magical items, whatever it may be. And one of the Malasharan kings, Ulshamani, is providing this at a discount because the king has always wanted to marry into the Ilfalco family, specifically Princess Ceylana, who lives in Oromar at the Saldurant Palace and is the eldest daughter of King Artaeus Ilfalco, first of his name.
Where's Malashar?
Malashar is in the Shattered Lands to the southwest. It is the it is the land of call it like the land of 11 kings. And Ulshamani is one of them, and he is known as the Honey-Tongued King. He is the chief diplomat who maintains ambassadorship between any and all friendly organizations and nations.
Sounds like a creep.
Nah.
No, there is... Give me a history check.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. I can do those. There it is. Ooh. A 12.
There is one or two of these kingly beings who might be creeps. The one that you recall... let me pull it up here. Zukri, the King of Thorns. One of his jobs is that he maintains relationships among local guilds in the city. But he is kind of like an Arya Stark analog when it comes to like wearing other people's skin. And because of that, he killed one of the other 11 kings that had once been known as Cheda. Cheda had mistaken him for a blade matron who Cheda had fallen in love with, and Zukri was able to sort of deceive and kill Cheda under a plume of Adhikara trees in the center of the city while sort of wearing a blade matron's skin. And he is known to be a great deceiver and quite powerful being. He is also rumored to worship the Esherim, a gargantuan beast that is said to be chained under the city center and can be called on in times of defense for the city.
Okay, maybe the other guy isn't a creep then.
I don't know about that. He doesn't seem to be a very good guy.
That's what I'm saying is maybe the guy that is like the honey-tongued king is not such a creep after all.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, compared to his other his other equivalent, I suppose.
True.
Man, oh man, we have certainly got an adventure ahead of us. Over the next 2 or 3 days, is there anything you guys want to discuss among friends, strangers, acquaintances? Any questions to be asked? Now is a prime opportunity. Please.
I would just like to get in touch with Isak to know what's going on in Ravencall.
I can get something written up for you because I don't have a bunch of that information on hand. But
Sure.
if there's anything generally that you want to know instead of like exact going-ons, whether it be, health of the Baron, numbers of the city guard, or they, shit like that.
Well, really, just if there's been any, there's 2 questions. One I will message you about. The other one I will just ask you now. Has there been any, incidents or anything like that regarding the comet that came down for Ravencall? Any, full moon weirdos coming out?
Yeah. He says the Baron, who I think we might still have to name.
Yeah, we do. We still have to name him.
He is he's a fan of greyhound racing, effectively, like the equivalent of that. They might not be greyhounds; they could just be sort of wolf dogs or something.
Good song, though.
Yeah, Swedish House Mafia.
Rest in
He
peace.
is big. No, they're back. They closed out Coachella, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. He's sort of a fan of that sort of thing, and a couple of his beasts sort of went wild and retaliated against a couple guardsmen, and one of them had to be put down.
I see.
Yeah, and they're kind of like a show dog kind of prized possession for him. Beyond that, your normal comings and goings as far as trade goes. There have been a couple more like hill giant sightings, more than usual. In fact, I think somebody rumored to have seen a storm giant, or I'm sorry, a cloud giant. Excuse me.
Okay.
I mean, still, you know. Big,
Yeah, well,
big boy.
yeah.
But other than that, I mean, Isaac says he doesn't want to say it's normal times, but they're rolling with the punches best they can.
No trouble from the syndicate?
He said, hell, there's always trouble from the syndicate.
No,
I mean,
that's true.
You know, they're out there.
Always watching.
Yeah.
Just
and
my elbow.
He'll say, I know you've got a buddy that is somewhat involved with that group. I don't know him, so I'm afraid I can't give you any info on him. But I can ask around if I have something to go off of.
Well, as long as we can keep this between the two of us, if you come across a man named Arden, just tell him Reinhold just wants to talk to him.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Of course.
And I'm gonna put it in Discord because it's not a vital thing to take care of right now. But I'll send you that other question I have.
Okay. Riven, you had something? Also, these seats are not assigned; they're just strictly to separate the groups, which is going where.
Yeah, I actually did want to talk to Oris about something.
Okay.
I'll kind of, sort of walk up to him and I'll pull out the longsword that I've had for a minute. As I'll just kind of say, I think this should probably go back to you for the moment.
Hell, kid, I'm not trading you my blade. And he pulls out his crystal rapier and he sets it on the table.
No, of course not. It's just, it was part of the identity of sorts. I figured it'd probably want to go back to who had given it to me. I don't feel right really wielding it anymore.
Oh boy, do you find yourself unworthy now?
Not strictly, I would say. I just, by the tenets of our whole thing, it feels like a rebirth of some way. I don't think I'm the same person as I was before.
You're not the same person as you were yesterday, son.
While that may be true, I specifically think that this is different. The point being is that until recently I haven't even really felt right after coming back, but I think it's almost an indication to try and forge a new path of sorts. I'm sure you have some understanding of that, but the point being is I think even if I were to keep it, I wouldn't be unsheathing it again.
This is quite unorthodox, Riven. I feel the urge to explain to you that I guess a chain of command, for lack of a better word, perhaps, chain of inheritance doesn't work backwards. If you feel so strongly that you can't, taking up a moniker is one thing, but you don't need the name exactly to carry out the actions of what we believe. The mask assists in that, but there are ways to circumvent it. If you feel truly that this is the path you want to take, It is still your duty to find someone else to take up the name.
How would I do that if I'm not able to give them the mask?
Our Lady Fair can assure that the mask will come to them. Besides, and he sort of whispers to you, the mask still belongs to you. You just don't have it right now.
Huh. I guess I'll
You can still
keep that.
You can still keep your sword. You can still wave it around. Some of the things I taught you, I'm sure you still know how to do. Some of the things you've probably learned on your own. Our mistress didn't take that from you.
No, of course not.
She don't deal in half measures, son.
What if it was a... What if me not having the mask was her saying I should probably find someone else?
Is that your own voice talking to you in the late hours of the night trying to reconcile what happened, or is that truly what you believe to be her words flowing through you?
I don't know.
Riven, son, you're here among the living. You drink, you eat, you shit, you sleep. And you wouldn't be doing that if it wasn't for your friends around you and the people you've taken into battle. She's powerful, but she didn't do all that.
Alright, I'll think more on that, and I'll get back to you when I suppose I have an answer. But, for now, just, try to stay safe out there, okay?
Oh hell, I'm not done with this world yet. I have no intentions of, being careless. Just refer my younger days. I'll be here if you need me.
I'll kind of hold a hand out and just give him a small clasp.
Yeah, he sort of claps you back and gives you like a small slap on the chin. Playful slap.
Alright.
Any other conversations?
You said we're staying here for a couple of days, right?
Yeah. At least
Okay.
2, maybe 3.
Then I would like to talk to Alston.
Okay. Also, I'll pass some time here.
I know that we do different things, but I was wondering if you would give me a hand in upgrading scales.
Ah, the pretty beast.
Just another set of knowledgeable eyes to make sure that I'm doing everything right. Maybe nothing too flashy.
Oh, I am a master of the flash, I suppose. I could try to give her one of these, and he pulls off his sort of eldritch cannon, which is the name of the ability. Functionally, it's like a laser rifle equivalent, I guess. He is an artillerist, artificer, and he says, "I've tried to meld one of these onto a beast like that before, but the magic just doesn't play all too well together."
Yeah, I don't know if scales is really like that either, but
It is quite heavy.
yeah. He needs to be a little quick. But I essentially just want to, like, flavor-wise, have him help me do the next feature that Scales gets, or that we get, I guess. And I guess I'll talk about how I want to do that once I figure it out, I guess. Once it happens, I guess I'll explain.
Fair enough. Yeah, Alston is he's a sharp mind to gather your sort of class information from. And although he's not that far ahead of you, he sort of opens your eyes into a different manner of the magic and the crafting that comes from it, in a way that, because of his different proficiencies, is new to you.
Right.
Yeah, he can't, and he'll come out and say, he can't do the same things you do, and you can't do the same things he does, but like, flash of genius, like that's something that is equivalent to both of you.
Yeah.
Expertise, tool for the job, shit like that is the same nonetheless. Yeah, he can teach you a few things.
That's all I really wanted to plan. Well, I guess I'll also have a little conversation with Asus and Rashaz, just catch up and blah 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 and all that stuff.
Understood. Krane, do you have any conversations that you want to have amongst the people gathered in the room?
Conversations he's not having. Krane is spending every waking moment avoiding eye contact with Valana.
I thought Krane had no interest.
Or no connection,
at
nothing.
all.
But I mean, yeah, so he's trying to prove that he doesn't have any interest or connection by avoiding eye contact all the time.
Nope, I think
And
Krane
it
just-
better be working.
I can go get Valana for you, if you're just a little
What?
shy.
What are you talking about? I don't need to talk to her. There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, you guys don't have to be talking.
I'm sorry? Where's your girlfriend, Riven? Come on. Go find her or something. Leave me alone.
The only girlfriend I have is Shamal Krane.
We'll go find Shamal.
I have.
He's like,
You want
I've been trying.
out here? I'll go get Valana for you.
No.
What?
Not necessary.
I don't know. Don't worry.
Is Krane doing anything to stop this?
Crane's running away. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Okay, is the door open? Well, it better be. Okay, bye-bye. Hide around here.
Hey, Valana, I don't mean to stand on the table.
Stand on the table.
But, I think, if you may have noticed, I think Krane stepped outside. I think he wanted to speak with you.
Oh, sure. Do you know where he was going? I've never been there before.
I'm not exactly sure. He just, he, as I'm sure you might have noticed, he seemed rather anxious. So, I'm sure somewhere.
Why? Why you do that? Why you gotta prove like that?
Krane, we're best friends. I can read your mind.
No.
Oh, Krane.
But I mean, I can help you find him if you'd like, or you guys can just speak.
Did he want to talk in private?
I wouldn't assume. Just based on the fact that he didn't really have much time to say anything in particular. Just that he wanted to speak. So I wouldn't put myself in your two's business, however.
Okay. I don't know. I struggle to find the words, I suppose.
Well, what do you mean?
I don't know. We we were on the ship together, and he seemed really fun and great, and you know, I think we had a lot in common, and we were able to, you know, connect over that. I don't know. I get nervous, and you know, I feel like I don't know how to describe it other than I feel like I'm looking at him with my feelings, and he might be just looking at me with his eyes.
Valana, would you like to hear something that I once heard from someone I cherish?
Like a story? Sure.
Well, just a saying. I was unsure of things, and I was told by this person that I'm alive. I breathe and I meet with the people I care for. I eat. I do other things necessary to life, but that's all possible because of me being alive. Therefore, I think unless you tell someone of these feelings or you tell them directly that you would wish to be near them, then I don't think there's a way that they can know.
I suppose you're right. It's just not something I usually do. I don't often take those chances, I suppose.
True. And of course, the decision is yours. I don't mean to push you into one or the other. I'm merely a messenger, and I can tell you of my own sort of feelings on it. I admittedly have been a little shy in terms of telling certain people I care of them. So, trust me, I get the nervousness. But I can instill in you the same confidence that I've been starting to gain. And remind you that this may be one of your best chances.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think you're wrong. Okay. All right. Thank you.
It is my pleasure. Go on. I will take my leave of you.
So, Krane, would you like to describe for the rest of the party what adventure you just went on?
Krane just tried to find a place to hide in all the different rooms, which are all locked, and now he is hiding in a bush.
Yeah. I think hiding in a planter box might be more accurate, but it is bush-like. That is for sure. Do you plan to continue hiding?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a stealth check, please.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. That's not bad.
How does Vizier do that?
Yeah, I see it. I would, but I'm not a lizard person. I can't do it.
Oh, that's fair.
Valana will shut the door behind her. You hear the rattling of a door that you probably tried to escape into, right? And it doesn't seem to go. So she continues walking. For the suspense, I'll make a private roll for her perception check. Okay. Not sure how I want to do this. She knocks on either door, to the north or the south. Krane, are you in there? I don't really know my way around here.
Krane doesn't say anything.
Wow.
Oh. Riven went through so much effort.
This poor lady's
Wow.
never heartbroken.
Krane, I figured you'd be here when I got contacted, so I brought a gift.
No, she didn't.
My
No.
You see her rounding the corner.
Okay, Krane would like to try and really stealthily, but really quickly run back into the big room.
Oh my god.
Oh, good luck.
Climb
Oh,
out.
man.
Everybody sprint.
Can't believe you just denied someone's feelings like that.
Come on, there's the door. Krane, go
Come-
in the
Oh.
door. Krane.
Well, it has to be open. There you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
it looks
yeah.
like
There you go.
Imagine.
So yeah, Valana's gonna spend a couple minutes knocking on probably all the same doors that you you knocked or you tried to open.
I'll just give Krane a pointed look when he sits down.
if you've ever seen a half-orc blush.
Krane, what are you doing in here? Krane, she's
What?
looking for you.
What? No way! Go out there!
Come on. No, come on.
No. Mm-mm.
Krane, you are a perfectly capable adult,
No.
and it is obvious that the two of you have something. I think you should go talk to her.
About what?
About anything. Okay, literally enjoying each other's company. I'll look to Reinhold. That's how you, like, court people, right?
You're asking me.
You're probably the most... I look to Ambra. You're probably the most healthily experienced out of all of us.
Well, in my experience, if somebody wants to court somebody else, you just start by talking to them.
See, the first step.
What if? I don't need to go to court.
Yeah,
Think
yeah,
that
don't
first.
Krane, it's another term for establishing a relationship.
I don't need to do that either. I don't care what my mom says.
What?
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 Would you like to allow an insight check as to why Krane might have just said that? Or are you trying to be more secretive and...
No, you can insight check, Krane.
Yeah. If anyone would like to insight check that statement.
A 9,
Nice.
11.
And 11.
Or be our hero. I think Amber would roll.
Oh.
What is that? When does that earn them?
Well, let's see here. Probably a bit frazzled. Oh, that's right. Oh, wait. I thought she had...
I don't know why.
Well, take the first one, I suppose. Vizur, do you have any care in the relations of humanoids?
There's too busy stuffing his face with sausages.
Yep.
Jesus.
I figured.
Jesus.
I mean, Embra would get the closest, so whatever you would like to reveal, Krane, because I don't want to barge in on that.
There has been pressure from Crane's mom before To date someone or to find someone.
I imagine it's probably it would probably just be gleaned as a like deeply personal thing. I probably wouldn't be able to infer that it's his mother.
Well, I mean, Krane used the words, I don't care what my mom says.
That is literally what Krane just said.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, I will just say, okay. I don't know the full story there, and I'm not prying. But if it's something that isn't meant to be, Krane, then you should still let them know. I think that's only fair.
But what if you did that?
Well, then it wouldn't be genuine, and they would be hurt more.
No. Okay, Ruben, let's go. You and me. Come on.
You want me to go with you?
Yeah.
He needs his emotional support monk.
Yeah.
That's so
How?
cute.
Fine. Okay, I'll go with you.
Oh, so you started this, so you have to.
I suppose that is correct. I will do this.
What kind of cheese is that, Mazur?
Asiago.
Oh.
Oh, I like Asiago. Wait, can I
Oh,
have some
yeah.
cheese?
Nope. You have something to do, Crane.
Courage.
Have cheese wheel in the mouth.
Right, I will ask Colette if she has handcuffs.
Why? We don't need handcuffs.
You
They're
cannot
the fuzzy
escape.
kind.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
Raven, I'm not into that, okay?
Look, neither am I. I'm into you telling the truth.
Oh.
Oh.
Where is she?
Was there a tinge of disappointment in Crane's voice?
No.
Maybe. When you guys round this corner, Riven, you're the first to see it. You see Valana sitting on a black leather couch, and she seems to be looking out a window towards a small river, well, body of water. It's probably more like a large pond or lake that is found up here at the Shroud Spire.
All right, Krane, you got it from here.
No. Come on.
Okay, okay, that's like a whole like scene. I don't want to barge in on that. It's not my place to.
Come on. There's enough seats at the couch.
I feel deeply uncomfortable. Okay, fine. I'll go, but I'm staying a little bit farther away.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
We're trying out here.
Wow.
You did not just my wife.
My wife. I'm gonna go. Got this.
Riven is Crane's emotional support wife.
So to paint the scene a little bit, because Valana is just sort of, you know how as a kid you would like knees up on the couch and like arms on the, the backrest so you could look out a window or something, right? Kind of same thing dogs do. Effectively, that's what Valana's doing right now. She's trying to catch whatever moonlight is left, and you could see out because she took her belongings with her. A lot of people arrived here at the same time, so they haven't had a chance to like unpack, right? And you see like her bow leaning against the wall and all that, and you see her pack. But out of her pack, you see effectively a on the table is a painter supplies kit, and among that kit is a canvas that seems to be wrapped in a bit of twine.
No.
And sealed.
Why would she do that?
Buddy, you got this. I'll just hold a thumbs up. You got this.
Riven, you're not helping.
Okay. Go up to her, like strike a friendly conversation. Ask what she's doing, show interest, And when conversation gets there, if it's something you don't want to do, you let her know, and if it's something you do want to do, you let her know.
What if I don't want to do the conversation?
Well, that's the worst decision, and that's not actually a decision. You have to do one.
Mm.
You've got this. Come on.
It's been quite some time, so I'm gonna.
Okay. Now whatever. Go, go, go.
Perfect.
I'm right here. Don't worry.
You're still there. Okay.
That is funny.
Hi.
Oh, Krane. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. It's been so long.
Ruben, what are you doing?
How have you been?
I'm still alive. I think that counts.
Yeah. No, I heard you were all successful when you left off the boat on Ashfall.
Yeah.
Heard about a few days after.
We fell in the ashes of fall. And we did some things there, and there was also stuff, and I I don't remember what you know or you don't know, but there has been updates and developments and
Yeah, sure.
news
Okay.
and how are your things?
Yeah, I'm well. I visited my family for about a week or so after finishing the voyage with Captain Gale. Sort of just picked up odd jobs on my way back home. Traveled a new route that I haven't before. Sort of made my way through Brandywine for the first time. Had a couple quite delicious cocktails at the Brandywine Palmacic. It was gorgeous. When I got home, I sort of took up one of my old hobbies that I don't really do often on the road, just due to the nature of it. I made something for you, if you want to see.
What is it?
And she reaches onto the table and hands you the canvas. And you know it's not perfectly shut and it's not in a case, so you see like there's some colored paints on the inside before you unfurl it. And she says, I don't paint all that often, but I just wanted to make you something to remind you of home, because you told me you were from Amber Hill, and I sort of know the area.
That is where I'm from.
Yeah, and if you ever get homesick, I don't know, maybe this reminds you of home. And she
What's
hands it
the
to you.
painting of?
So I'll reveal she actually is proficient in painter supplies. And she rolled a 19 for what it's worth, I suppose. So it's pretty well done painting. So I don't know how much you recall about the area of Amber Hill, but one of the things, it's at like the base of a portion of mountains, right? And near Amber Hill is a river that sort of all diverges into one larger river called the Lime Wash. And it's called that because it's got this like green tint to the water, not like sickly green, but more like more of like this emerald green that is due to some nature of like the soil in the area, or you're not too sure, but it's a famously like almost artificially looking green river, like how they dye the rivers in like Chicago on St. Paddy's Day, right? And you see at the what I would call one of the forks in the river, I suppose, you see a painting of a squirrel gnawing on a bushel of mushrooms. And in the background, you see, not to great detail, but you see Amber Hill in the background. And in Amber Hill, you see a stone pillar building with like wooden rafters and whatnot, or wooden like siding, effectively. And hanging from a sign in front of the building is a little potion bottle.
Wow. I know that place.
Yeah, I on my way back home to Honor Spring, I stopped by one of the archival libraries in Oromar, and I sort of got some history about the region, and one of the last street maps they had for Amber Hill, they mentioned sort of an apothecary around, where I remembered you said you had some family, so...
You know, I kind of grew up there.
Yeah.
Well, that's really nice. I don't have anything for you. I feel bad.
Oh, no.
Am I supposed to have something for you? We didn't plan ahead for this.
No, I wasn't expecting anything.
Oh.
No, it just... I don't know. It was fun meeting you because, I don't know, we connected about some certain things that, we're able to do, and it just... I don't know. It meant a lot to meet somebody like you. It gets lonely on the road, and you were a familiar home, I suppose.
Hold on. Do you want a potion?
Oh, do I... Is my skin
Or-
okay? She says, because sometimes potions are known to, like, acne and stuff like that.
No. I mean, yes, but I'm trying to think of something that I have that you can have. I have some potions. I have some crystals. Or do you like mushrooms?
Not as much as the squirrel I painted.
How about a crowbar?
She sort of playfully shakes her head and, like, kind of... give me an insight check. Riven, give me another stealth check, please.
Will do.
Don't you sneak away there, pal.
Oh, wow.
Oh, damn.
You gone.
During that, can I have hold a slip of paper or like a little ball of paper up to the couch?
Oh, sure. With that roll. What do you want said ball of paper to say? In the meantime, Krane, you're getting a pretty good read on Valana as seems to be sort of disarmed at the moment with her sort of mannerisms and whatnot. She thinks that it's interesting and somewhat affectionate how hard you're trying.
How about a lucky pickaxe or an extra bow? Something with feeling.
God damn it.
Oh God. I was actually wondering, maybe for now, let's just take a walk. Let's be in nature where we're both comfortable.
outside?
Yeah, and she'll point sort of out the window. That there's a little bit of a sandy beach over there, or there's some, there's like a small bit of forest or in some cliff sides.
I would have to ask my friends if I could go.
Yeah, okay.
I
Yeah,
think
I
they
know
would.
you guys are sort of a package deal in a way.
They would miss me, I think,
Oh, yeah, sure.
and they would wonder if I was dead.
You know, with the line of work you sometimes get into, I understand.
And yeah, so do you want an abacus?
You know, I don't think I'll have much use for that, but thank
Okay.
you.
Or do you want what, a list of random items? Or no, I have 2 abacuses though. They could match. Do you like bagpipe music?
Oh, you know, I can't say it's exactly the sound I prefer, but I mean, it's an interesting instrument, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if your friends say it's okay, we could just start with the walk. I don't need any gifts.
Okay. Okay. Let's go back to the room where our friends are because they're not hiding anywhere or anything.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Riven, you hear footsteps receding around the corner.
Okay, we're good.
Alrighty. Let me speed this up. Jump, 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 jump.
God, I hope they say yes. If Reinhold's like, no. I don't think
Valana sort of waits by the
you can swear
entrance.
at them all.
You don't know what he's gonna say until it happens.
Shit, okay. I gotta stealthily make my way back.
Can Krane try to very subtly say that he does not want to go on the walk and that they should say no when they are asked?
How would Krane go about doing that?
Oh, hi there, Valana. Excuse me.
He would try to be
Hi.
very.
Oh, hey guys.
So Valana wanted to know if we could go for a walk, but we had to ask you guys first because there's obviously so much that needs to be done here first. So we thought that we needed to ask to see if there was time to take out of our very, very busy schedules because there's so many things that need to get done and we don't want to just take off and not have me pulling my weight for the group or anything, because that would be me being a bad friend and stuff, and I don't want to be a bad friend and stuff because I really care what you guys think of me as a friend, and I am part of this team. And
Can I make an insight check? See if I can discern what Crane's doing, or is it pretty
sure.
obvious?
I mean, if you want, Krane, you can try and make a deception check if you so choose, or if you just want it to be your words.
me.
Okay, 5 it is.
guess 15 insight.
Reinhold, I'm gonna send something to you.
Oh, okay.
Obviously this will be in your kind of own words of your kind of thoughts, but this crosses your mind.
Okay. I await it with bated breath.
And this is, I'll say this is relating to everyone in the room at the moment.
Hopefully Brianna has like the EXP share or something on when she goes with the Arch Druid group.
Yeah.
She's gonna show back up at level 8.
Oh, how does Krane have the presence of mind to hide the painting from the rest of the party?
Oh, is that with his stuff now?
I didn't like create an item for it, but she didn't give it to you so she could hold on to it, I suppose, is what I mean.
No, he didn't put it away yet. He's not that smart.
Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna glance over at Valana real quick. What is she doing in my quick glance?
She's like standing by the door to sort of that pose, like hands behind the back, sort of just looking down at the ground, kind of looking at her boots, raising one foot up to check if something's on it, and just sort of
Wait, at her boobs?
Boots.
Oh,
sorry. And just sort of swaying at the shoulders back and forth.
Alright, I will level my gaze at Krane and stare at him for probably like an uncomfortably long amount of time.
Yeah.
Oh, this is helping.
Krane.
Crane's like blinking at you, like, help me, help me.
Krane. I'm gonna give you a very serious answer here. Go take the walk with Valana.
Are you sure you don't need me here to help out the team and stuff? There is so much work to prepare for our very challenging
Krane.
missions that are
Krane.
coming up ahead. Reinhold.
I don't normally do this. But cut the crap. Go
There
take a
is
walk
no
with
crap
Valana.
to cut.
Go take a walk with Valana, Krane.
I agree. We've got everything handled.
But I want to help and be a good friend.
Get out!
Krane, do you know what would help us the most right now?
Did Bazur just say get out?
Get out!
Did
What
Bazur
would
just say get
No,
out?
not really, not.
What would help us the most right now, Krane, is if you took that walk with Valana.
Why would that be helpful? Are you trying to get rid of me? Are we not friends anymore?
Krane, you are one of my closest friends. But obviously, Valana cares about you in some way. Whether that's a friend or anything else, I don't know. But she does care. Do her this favor and go on a walk with her.
Okay. Do I have to be back by a certain time?
No, Krane, you do not. You're an adult.
Reinhold. Okay. How about we say like an hour?
How about you think about it this way?
It's an hour?
No. If I asked you to go on a walk with me, Krane, would you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So treat Valana like a friend. Talk with her. See what she likes, see what she doesn't like. And just treat her like another friend. If things go any further than that, that is up to you two.
Oh. Can she hear you saying that?
I don't know, can she?
No, God no.
Okay.
There's sisters getting along. There's, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of conversation in this room.
Everyone distracted with the sheer beauty that is Phoenix.
Of course.
I hope he's emo.
Okay, fine.
Krane,
But
one more thing.
but
Do this as a favor for me,
why?
because I care about you, and everyone
Why is
here
this a
cares about
favor
you.
to you? How is this a favor to you?
Because I think it's important that you talk with other people besides us.
I talk with plenty of people. I talk with the squirrels and the chipmunks.
And I'm sure they're very close friends of yours. But try talking to another person.
Krane. Krane.
Krane, I'm standing on the table now.
Get off the table. Riven, get off the table.
Making a scene.
Riven,
Krane.
your manners, Riven.
Fine. Krane, go.
Okay. I'm gonna put my stuff, like the painting and like the backpack and the most of the stuff down. Okay, and walk over here. Oh, all the characters disappeared when I did that. Okay.
That's why I went. I
There you
didn't
are.
want.
Okay. I don't know. Did you hear any of that?
No.
Okay. Well, I had to really convince them to let me go. But they finally said, okay, I could go for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
She calls out to all of you.
I'll wave.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. And then as we walk away, Krane flips them off behind his back.
All right. So yeah, she sort of starts at a walk and sort of picks up the pace a little bit. She's quite excited.
We don't have to do all of that.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
Yes.
do me a favor.
Okay.
So, I may or may not have given Krane dating advice.
I see.
I need you to never tell him that the only experience I have with that is I read a book about it once.
I think I can keep that secret.
I, admittedly,
Embra
It was
is
a-
busting up laughing at this point, probably.
I admittedly was, it was a few years ago. I was unsure of how to speak to the fairer sex. I read a self-help book, and, yeah, I think I may have just imparted second-hand knowledge from that, so I hope that goes well, but I didn't get into the later chapters because of reasons.
Well, I can impart at least one piece of knowledge to you about this. There's nothing wrong with doing your research.
Oh. So, Vizor, cheese.
Did Krane get some cheese?
Yeah, you would have grabbed some on your way out.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. Well done, Krane. In all
We're
seriousness,
doing what?
overcoming fear. I think that is where we're going to leave it for the evening. Guys, this was a fucking blast, and I'm sorry it was a lot of bookkeeping, but man, I don't think a second was wasted. And I can't wait to play next week when you guys will be on a skyship bound for lands unknown to you.
Indeed.
And I am very much excited.